All right, everybody, welcome out to the Logroom Guys Craft Beer Show. It is Tuesday, June the 9th, 2026. Jersey Johnny coming at you. And with me, as always, is the entire world. Look at that, folks. Spinning on its axis. The right way, too. The correct way. Not backwards.
Got the whole world in my hands, John.
He's got the whole world in his hands.
Yes. Today,
Mr. Beer Samurai has the whole world in his hands. And, you were spinning it the right way. So that's the important part.
I don't need Neil deGrasse Tyson telling me I've done it the wrong way like he did to Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart was actually on the air for, I think, 3 seasons until Neil deGrasse Tyson came on and went, yeah, your globe spinning the wrong way. But no, we're kind of bugging out at work. We're going to have a renovation, so I had to bring the globe that I use to teach everyone geography at work. But geez, Dave, why can't we get from Italy to Korea by ocean in 2 days? Okay, you see this thing called Africa? It's big. People got to go around it.
You got to go around it.
So it makes it very stressful. It's like I've got the weight of the world on my shoulders.
You can do so many jokes. So many. I can't say jokes, puns. So many puns.
Puns. They're mostly puns. It's like
mostly puns.
If we weren't like remote, things would be different because if I could, I'd give you the world.
You give me the world. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. So that's 3 puns, 3 world puns, 3 globe puns.
Oh, you know what I completely forgot about?
What did you forget?
My glassware is still in the kitchen.
Well, you could just drink straight out of the can.
I could do that.
You don't have any glassware there?
Well, there's a lot here, but it's not been rinsed out, so it's not, all dusty and shit.
I got you. Well, you can just blow the dust. I'm kidding. Go get your glassware.
I'll be right there. I'm gonna you in for a second. I'm gonna disable the camera for a brief second. Be right back.
All right. He's disabling the camera because he doesn't want you to see what he's wearing or not wearing on the bottom. So there you go. In any event, folks, tonight is not just the 2 of us show, as you might have guessed or you might have thought if you looked at the Facebook. If you look at the Facebook post, it's coming back. It's loud in there. Our guest will be along post haste. He's very loud. He should have muted, not paused the camera. Actually, that would have been better.
You probably should have muted. Yeah,
I said you should have muted, not paused the camera. I said you shut up the camera because you didn't want people to see what you were wearing or not wearing on the bottom.
Yeah, kind of not wearing is probably more accurate.
There you go.
But now that I got my glassware, I want to pour my fucking beer.
There you go. So we're going to pour the first beer, and then we'll go on from there.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So glug, glug, glug.
Glug, glug, glug.
These things are so hard to pour into.
These glasses?
Stanga.
Oh, you're pouring into a Stanga.
Well, I'm starting off with a Kolsch, so
look at that.
It is Stanga. And like most of the rest of the American beer world, I, for the longest time, referred to it as a Stange. Stange. Until I learned a little German and realized, oh, it's Stanga.
It is indeed Stanga.
So my Kolsch will be a Schnittpour. See, is that a beautiful Schnittpour right there?
That is a beautiful Schnittpour.
At least it's not a Miklo.
Well, I mean, a little bit more would have been a Miklo.
Yep. The only thing is right now, because of all the foam, you can't see the logo on here. Can you see? I can't get it to the point where it says Carl.
Oh, is that the glass from Austin?
Yep. From St. Elmo's Brewing.
St. Elmo's Brewing in Austin, Texas. You were live from there.
I was live from there until the laptop died.
Well, the laptop did. The laptop died because somebody unplugged it.
No, they didn't unplug it. They just never plugged it in. They plugged it into the extension cord, but the extension cord was never plugged into the wall outlet. So,
gotcha.
Extension cords don't create their own electricity, from what I understand.
This is very true. This is very true.
I've been led to believe, and from sources that I trust.
That would be something to invent. An extension cord that you could just plug into, and it's automatically electrical.
Well, what you can do is you can have it like, use kinetic energy and have it flail about, but then again, you'd need electricity to make it flail about, wouldn't you? So you need to plug it into something so it could flail about to create its
So you would need to give it electricity so that it could create its own electricity.
Or you can have an electrical cord that has like solar cells on it.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, that would be green because we need to save the world.
There you go. Very nice. So how was your Kolsch from Dovetail Brewing?
I don't know. I'm waiting for the foam to come down a little bit so I can get a little sip of this, and have it not be a milk tube.
Is it cold enough, or is it just overcarbed, or is it just a saga?
Oh no, it was just it wasn't a schnit pour, it was a shit pour. I wasn't paying attention when I first started. I'm like, crud.
There is a reason that they call the schnit pour a shit pour.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So
anyway, so in the interim, I put up a crawl. Why don't you tell us the brewery it's from, Dovetail in Chicago?
Yeah, for those of you who can't read or just listening at home to the audio only, it is from Dovetail Brewery in Chicago, Illinois. I've never had a Dovetail.
Yeah, but have you had a beer from Chicago?
I've had beers from Chicago, but not from this brewery. We're almost getting there. We're almost getting it to the top here. And we have to apologize for last week. Last week's show is preempted because I was so fucking sick. I couldn't sit up for more than like half an hour at a time. So
it would have been an interesting show had we done one.
Yeah, I'd be like, I'll be back. I'm gonna go lie down.
I'll be talking. He'd be laying over on the couch. We'd see him like drooling.
Yeah, I made the biggest mistake I made is when I first started feeling sick. I didn't either make a toddy or take a couple shots of Malort.
Did you? By the way, did you see that Instagram I posted in the Tiki group?
Yeah, why? Like, no, it's like, okay, whatever.
Well, it had to do with Malort. That's all.
That's not what I saw. I saw someone with a lightsaber.
No, that was a different one then.
You sent the wrong one.
No, I sent the right one. It just probably didn't. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway.
No. But yeah, so we know that last week we ruined Brian's night. Mm-hmm. We apologize for that, Brian.
We're going to make it up to you, and he's already tuning in. He's saying, cheers, First Beer Living House Brewing, or beer company, Mr. Feeney Dark Mild. There you go.
See, now you can see the logo. There we go.
There it is. Carl, there it is. That's a great beer. That was fantastic.
That is.
Fan-freaking-tastic. All right.
Okay.
I
understand that you're going to drink a beer, too.
I am. I'm going to put it up here right now.
Yours will not be from Chicago.
Mine is no. I'm staying close to home tonight. I got a theme going here.
No, you are at home tonight.
Well, no.
Oh, you mean with the beer? Okay, never mind.
So this first one is a Zwickel beer.
Zwickel?
Yeah, from Pallet Brewing in Maplewood, New Jersey.
That's a fantastic fucking beer, by the way.
It is. Dune. Amazing. And there it is. Right there. I love the color.
Just remember, fear is the mind killer.
It is. Look at the color of that. That's fantastic.
The spice must flow.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of my things. So this is a joke for fans of the book and movie Dune. One of my favorite memes that was the Gordon Ramsay memes.
Right.
It was Gordon Ramsay yelling at somebody going, "There's so much spice in this. Our customers are bending time and space." You have to know the book or the movie to get that joke.
To get the reference. Yeah.
But I thought that was all funny.
Got we got a message from Mike Dolan. Mike, what's going on? He goes, "What's up, boys?"
Cheers, Mike.
Cheers, Mike. First beer is an Einbecker unfiltered pills. Get them while you can. That is a fantastic beer. Mike, send me a phone call. Stop in tomorrow.
Yeah, bring some. And Mike, two shows ago, the last time we did have a show, I did drink a Balladine on the show.
He did. Yep. 2 weeks ago, I drank a Balladine on the show. I think he saw it. But, just stop in tomorrow. I got some stuff to talk about. He goes, I also have the same shirt, love the Knicks. I had for years. I loved the Knicks for years. I've been going there. Every time I'm there, hey, I got to buy a shirt. They never have my size. I always ask. This time, it was about a month ago. I was there.
They had your size?
I asked. They had my size. I bought the shirt. There we go. So
there you go.
I'm now the proud owner of this shirt, finally. And Steve Nancaro, Martin House. He's drinking a Martin House St. Rita Margarita inspired sour with peach.
That tracks. Steve. That's what they do. Cheers, Steve. Steve from the Let's Talk Craft Beer website. Check that one out. It's really cool.
Check it out.
It's got a lot of cool features on there, and more features get added like daily as long as he's not working too hard and not tired or out drinking or fishing. No, he doesn't fish. I don't think he fishes.
I don't know. He might.
He might fish.
He might fish.
It might be.
You might be thinking of somebody else, but he might fish. It might be both. So
could be.
Could be both.
I know my son fishes.
He goes, I've been going since 1987 when Tommy Jr. was a small boy. Oh my God, really? That's amazing. Yeah, I've been going there for quite some time too. Not quite 87, but not too long after that. I've been going there for, it's definitely over 30 years now.
Yeah, I don't think I started going till the 90s.
Yeah. But fantastic. And Dave will tell you, he goes, Steve says, fishing for more beer. There you go.
That's it.
There you go. Cheers, Steve. Yeah, no, I rarely ever have anything but the same sandwich I get. The Italian roast pork.
Why would you other? One time Carrie and I went to see the Wombats at the Fillmore East.
Sure.
And we'd stopped at Dinnick's first. And she only ate half, and she was saving the other half. And
ironically, you say that other half is right next to the Fillmore.
Yes, they are.
See what I did there?
And so is the Source.
So is the Source, and so is was it Philadelphia Brewing Company?
Sure.
They make Blue Coat Gin.
That's new. They're new there.
They've been there for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as we tried to get into the venue, she forgot that she'd saved half the sandwich, and they made her throw it away. She has. She still holds a grudge against the Fillmore for that one.
I would have stood outside and ate it, and then went back in.
Yeah, but she wasn't hungry because we'd gone to the Seed and eaten dinner first. It was like the Seed had been only open for like a couple of weeks at that point, so everything they had in the menu, they didn't have in the menu. They're already out of everything. But they've found their stride now.
I always get, like I said, the Italian roast pork with sharp provolone and broccoli rabe. On occasion, not often, probably once every.
You'll get the roast beast?
No. I always get the Italian roast pork, but on occasion, once every maybe 3 or 4 trips, I'll throw some long hots on it.
You get with the peppers.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, and then by the way, it's a new sandwich at Human Robot at Pose. Is that one? Is Italian roast pork, sharp provolone, broccoli rabe, and long hots.
See, that's always the problem. We go to Philly because we like to go to Human Robot when on our way to Philly or on our way back from Philly, and it's like
where do you eat?
Sandwich. Right? Where are you going to eat? So hopefully you can time it so you can have lunch at one place and then have dinner at the other place and get both.
It's Jess and I have done both. Right, we've either gone lunch at Dinnick's and then dinner at Pose or vice versa, or we've split a sandwich at Dinnick's and then split a sandwich at Pose.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, because there's also there's some good like beef sandwiches in Philly too. There's a lot of good food in Philly, as there is in a lot of places. Yep.
As there is in the city that you're repping the shirt from, Grist House in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh's got some damn good food. And they've also got some awful food.
There's awful food everywhere, right? So.
There is, but it's a standout in Philly at times. What's the brewery? Because they've got a great sandwich shop in it. They're not too far from Grist House, actually. They're in the same town. We had them on the show.
Yeah, starts with an S.
Strange Roots, and the sandwich shop in there, man. That's okay. They're probably like just below Pose.
Yeah, Pose is better, but not by much. Not by much.
Incremental. Not by much. So if you're going here and you're hungry, you go to Strange Roots.
They usually have a couple of really good food trucks outside of Grist House too. So if you're not going over by Strange Roots, or if you're just at Grist House and you're parking yourself there for a while, you usually have a couple of good food truck options.
Maybe, but I would save my appetite for
it depends too, because remember, our buddies at Blowfish Barbecue, they're out and about all over the city too. So
Yes, and the thing is, it's really hard to keep up with them as to where they're going to be at what given time, because they don't always update their Instagram or anything like that. Sometimes they
Yeah,
announce
they
that
usually
day.
sometimes it's a well, sometimes it's a they find out that morning where they're going. Like they have a day open and somebody calls
Yeah.
them up or they call around and they're like, yeah, come here today. Boom, they put it up. So.
Oh, pro tip: the spot that's supposed to be like their brick and mortar thing, it's not their brick and mortar. Don't bother going there. You don't want to be in that neighborhood, first of all, and second of all, it's not there. So yeah, don't do that. So if you find Blowfish Barbecue on like Google Maps,
don't go.
Don't go. That's
just
not
follow
where
them on
they are.
Instagram, and I think they have a Facebook page too. Follow them on that. And that's out in Pittsburgh, and they're all out about. The place that they're at the most is Old Thunder. They do frequent Old Thunder Brewing. They're at other breweries too, but that's the one they're at more often than not. So there you go. So
nice, good. There's some good tips right there. If you go to Steel.
All right. Well, this is not just the two of us show. We have a guest tonight, but as any time that this guest comes on, he's always coming on a little bit later because of his work schedule. So Dave and I always start first and have our first beers and ramp a little bit, and then we get into the show once he gets on. So he should be on, momentarily. Could be any moment now.
We may be into our second beer.
We could be. I'm enjoying the hell out of this. So
this is because this is a culture, and you know that cultures are pretty easy going down.
Cultures go down easy, yeah.
Yep. So we'll see. I don't think this is going to last much longer. I'm not certain that the next one's going to last all that long either, because it's another easy drinker. If it's in here, yeah, it's in there. It's definitely in my bag here. Very easy drinker. So we'll see. I may have to go to a fourth beer tonight.
Well, on for some housekeeping, if you will.
Housekeeping. I didn't bring a broom.
I want to point out to the fact that
neither did the Knicks. I'm sorry, Knicks fans.
Cut it out.
I'm rooting for him, but I'm not gonna be a bandwagon fan because I just.
Hi, Vanessa. How are you, Vanessa? Nice to see you. Vanessa Rod will be on in just a few moments. So,
you may know the guy.
You may know him.
You may know the guest.
Anyway, so we no, seriously though, housekeeping. We apologize again for last week's missing show, if you will. And it occurred to me as I was putting the show up today, we've missed in the last 16 weeks, we've missed 5 shows. And
well, for very good reasons.
Right. One, you were on vacation with your daughter. 2, I was at CBC and we were going to do a show, but you didn't go, and
you couldn't get, and it didn't matter if it had gone.
And we couldn't have done the show because we couldn't get any service inside the convention center.
Yep.
The week after that, I was on vacation for my birthday.
Yep.
3 weeks ago, you were in Italy, and last week you were sick. So there you go.
Yep. And I kind of
there you go. I kind of wish I was in Italy with you. How's that?
I mean, I don't know if I want you to Italy.
Not just me and you, mind you.
Oh. This is weird. No, it's funny because there's very few places that I go where it's when I do my planning, it's just not all breweries.
Oh, of course not.
Every place else is brewery. Almost every place I go, but Italy, why not?
Well, like I said, like Jess and I are planning a Germany trip, and we're definitely not doing just all breweries.
Bullshit. Yeah,
no,
go to some German wineries. You'll
who doesn't love a good Gewürztraminer? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Me. No. We'll be doing plenty of other things in Germany. Plenty of food. There'll be plenty of breweries.
You'll be looking for a statue of the world's biggest schnitzel statue.
Schnitzel satchel.
Schnitzel
satchel. There you go. Say that. Schnitzel satchel.
The satchel full of schnitzels.
There you go.
And Bretzel.
I can't forget that. Got to get up to my hometown, if you will. That I've never seen. There you go. There you go.
Flodungan.
Vanessa said, yes, nice. And she said her wood-fired oven is almost finished. It has been 10 years in the planning and saving for this. I am so psyched for you. That's awesome.
There you go.
And Brian Boat just said, starting to plan trips for the new motorhome. A friend mentioned them going to Rehoboth Beach, them hotel, us motorhome. Told him I may know a brewery in the area. Yeah, I may know one. There might be
There
one.
may be one. I hear they're okay. They're
I don't think they're here today, gone never. But actually, there's a couple of breweries in Rehoboth, so a couple of decent ones.
Rehoboth Brewing. Right?
Rehoboth Brewing. There's another one too. But I've been there. It's beer's good. Beer's good. I mean, nothing's going to be Dogfish Head, right? So
I'm not trying to think of what was the one hit wonder by Flash in the Pan.
The one hit wonder by Flash in the 60 Minute.
No. That's a beer. They had.
Oh, the actual. I thought you were making a joke. Flash in the Pan Brewing. Yeah.
No. I'm talking about it. There's a
Flash
band called Flash in the Pan. It was called Hey St. Peter.
The fact that there was a band that was a one-hit wonder, and the name of their band was Flash in the Pan.
They did it to them damn selves.
So they weren't the Oneaters, right? The Oneaters.
The Oneaters. The Oneaters.
The Wonders.
Yeah, no, I know.
Anyway. All right.
Well, congratulations. The Wonders are now in contract breach.
Exactly.
One of my favorite lines from Tom Hanks. Relax, it happens all the time.
It's an age-old story. One-hit wonders. There you go. There was a lot of parts of that movie that were filmed that were cut out.
Sure.
There were. And there were a few that I actually saw back in the day that anytime I've watched the movie recently, they haven't been in. So they were like after the fact cut out. Odd. But.
What I love about that movie and a lot of Tom Hanks movies is that he finds a way to bring his other half from Bosom Buddies into it. And Peter Scolari was the announcer for the TV show that they were on. Yeah. So he's in a lot of the Tom Hanks films. And sometimes you have to look for him. You've got to, and sometimes he's front and center like he was in that.
No more. God rest his soul.
Yes, but Peter has left us.
But
he's crossed the rainbow bridge. Although that's Pets, right?
It's what you want it to be.
He's kind of Tom Hanks. Yeah. Oh, he could be going to
one of Peter Scolari's best roles. I mean, who doesn't love Bosom Buddies, right? But post Bosom Buddies was Newhart. It was fantastic.
Oh yes, and I love the way they ended that.
It was just the entire show was a dream for him back in Chicago.
And he had what's her name?
Yes, Suzanne Pleshette.
Suzanne Pleshette.
Wake up! Oh, wake up!
That's the craziest dream.
You should wear more sweaters.
Oh, that was just trumping Dallas.
Amazing. That was by far the best finale of any show. You know, I mean, I love the MASH finale. We've talked about this before on the show. I love the MASH finale. The Cheers finale was pretty damn good too. The final scenes there, not maybe the entire episode, but definitely the final scene between Sam and George Wendt. God rest his soul. But that Newhart final episode was.
Hey, Mr. Peterson. So many lines between Woody and Mr. Peterson. What would you say to a beer?
Hello there.
Hello there.
At the end, Sam goes, George Wendt looks at him, and Norm looks at Sam and says, "You know what the key to life is?" And Sam goes, "Beer, Norm." And Norm says, "Yeah, I've got time for one."
How's it going, Mr. Peterson? Was it something like life's a pack of dogs and I'm wearing pork chop underwear? Something along those lines.
So many good lines, so many one-liners. They were amazing. Yeah. But in any event, so back to the housekeeping.
Oh, we were supposed to be.
We got a lot of good shows coming up. I mean, we got shows. A number of them need to be confirmed. A number of them do need to be confirmed. So they'll be happening. Just a matter of what the dates are, right? But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
This is the part where we learn that John can actually count without
that we have enough shows right now with the standard ones we do. Like next month we'll be doing our annual Christmas in July show with
John Saradomsky
and Tom, and then we'll be doing, obviously, in September we'll be doing our football kickoff with Mr. Brian Boak. Mr. Brian Boak. You might have
I've met that guy.
There you go. As long as he's not on some incredible vacation in his brand new motorhome, which, by the way, we have a picture of.
Hey, you can do it from the friggin' motorhome.
Right here. Here he is with his brand new motorhome. There he is.
And it is his Copper Trail Brewing Company. Not to be from in Minnesota, not to be confused with Coppertail out of I think that's
Boynton Beach, Florida.
Yeah. Coppertail.
Mm-hmm. No. And then which we got, and then of course
right around the corner from Nova.
Right around the corner from Nova, who has been on the show.
Yep.
Not too far away from Coastal
Darren.
That's
our buddy Darren.
Not too far away from Coastal Karma Brewing as well.
Yeah, I haven't been there because they were new.
And then of course Dave's favorite show of the year, the annual Pumpkin Show with Stardomsky.
Shut up. But Brian's right. It is milk bone underwear.
It's milk bone underwear. Yeah, he's right. Milk bone underwear, not pork chop underwear. It's milk bone underwear. And he's like, and he says, "I will have Starlink so I can join from anywhere. Thank you so much."
And the line it starts off with is a dog.
And I got. I'm wearing milk bone underwear. Right?
Milk bone underwear. That's the way it goes. Now we
got it right. We got it right.
So speaking of settled. I'm going to drink this next.
Very nice.
So we're doing. So this is not too far from you.
Not too far from you, Vanessa. And Mike, are you still on the show? David.
Because this might have something to do with Mike.
Well, no, because he sells that beer.
I know.
OEC Brewing.
Is his father? Is like someone in his family?
No, nobody in his family. He just works for him. He's the salesman extraordinaire for the area.
Oh my God!
It's fantastic, isn't it? It's delicious, isn't it? It's really good, isn't it?
Holy! I have never had this much of a chocolate throw out of a mild
like
this one. What did they do? Milk kisses it at the
What's the
thing?
do you while you're drinking that beer, maybe you can like convert some of that amazing energy out of that beer into this knowledge. But what does OEC stand for again?
It's Ordinum. Ordinum. And it's like hold on. I know what the E stands for. It's like eclecticism or something along those lines. Eccentricities, yes. And then C stands for cobblestone.
Yes. Cantores.
No.
Cactores.
What'd you say? Is that like the clitoris?
Not clitoris.
No. There's a cactores
in there. Cactores. Ordinum eccentrici cactores. So.
That was close with eccentricity.
Oh yeah, eccentric order of Cactorus. So
Cactors.
Something like that. I don't know. But we're gonna look. We've had OEC on the show in the form of Mike. Mike's been on the show. Maybe Mike can set us up with Mr.
What that all stands for,
and get the guys from OEC and Be United for that matter to come on the show with him, and we can have one big roundtable. But if we're gonna have a roundtable, we got to have the Brewers Roundtable host, and that is Brian Boak, and he'll be on the show in a couple months.
I don't know where I'd put the table though. I have no room.
Right, Mike is still on, he said, and Vanessa is listening, splaying Sudoku.
Mildly suggestive. Okay,
not sure. Okay.
But she's on a winning streak.
So that's on a winning streak, no guessing. There you go. And then Mike also said Dapple is our interpretation interpretation of a
Well, how strong was your first beer?
Not bad. It's what I had before. That's the question. But Dapple is our interpretation of a British dark mild.
Oh, the Michters do look Michters
a
do
little
look
lower,
a
right?
little over there.
British dark mild. We brew Dapple with a classic simple infusion mash using Maris Otter, pale ale, and crystal malts, and along with a touch of roasted barley.
The roasted barley and I think the Maris Otter.
It's literally made up. He says it's literally made up Latin. Order of Eccentric Brewers. So
it's pig Latin.
And he goes, and
you swine.
But order of Eccentric Boilers, not brewers, because he said boilers, not brewers. He said, and then Vanessa said, "I am up in Windsor Locks, playing." LOL. All right, we're clever. There you go.
Windsor Locks. How close is that to? Okay, what? I can't remember what town. OEC's
OEC's in Oxford. Oxford, Connecticut, not Oxford, England, or Oxford, Mississippi, for you Ole Miss fans.
And the thing is, this is Oxford, Connecticut is not where the comma comes from. And she is, Jesus Christ, we're almost as close to OEC as she is. She's got a good hour away from that, and she's up well north of Oxford.
You're almost as close to OEC as she is. I'm not.
Yes, I stand corrected. Actually, I said corrected. I said corrected. She's a lot closer to Treehouse.
She is close to the Treehouse. There you go. Speaking of Treehouse, I got to get up there.
What for? Oh.
Good reason. Probably get you some, I'm sure, at that point. Yeah.
We'll see. I'll have to look at what they have.
It depends on when I go. Bradley International Airport is next door, she said.
Bradley International Export. That's right next to the New England Air Museum. And
there you go. All right. I'm really enjoying this. By the way, quick aside, I just want to let everybody know. You know the story, bless you. You know the story. Hold on. We have one other comment here. Vanessa is 2 minutes from the airport front door, and she said Treehouse is 50 miles. 50 miles.
It's about 20 minutes.
Depends on how fast you drive. So 100 miles an hour.
The way I drive.
Yeah. 120 miles an hour, you get there in 20 minutes. I think that's about somewhere in there. Anyway.
Well, she's just as close to Treehouse as she is to OEC, actually. They're both an hour away.
All right, so this particular beer. Dune.
That particular beer, Palate.
From Palate, right?
Yeah.
Right, so now I know you know the story, but I'll say it here. When I speak with Eric, one of my favorite Zwickels that's domestically brewed, right? Not from Germany, brewed here in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
Of all time was a beer called Kell from Night Shift, and of course, as Dave knows, and many of you that have been following the show for quite some time, Night Shift's one of my favorite breweries from New England, Massachusetts, at least, right?
I've heard.
So Kell, a fantastic Zwickel, for me became the measuring stick to any other U.S. brewed Zwickels. Anyway, when I tasted Dune last year when Palate first opened up, it came so damn close. And now, mind you, I haven't had Kell in probably, I don't know, 2 years was the last time I had it, maybe 3, somewhere in there.
We found out there was a reason.
The owner of Palate, Eric, used to brew at Night Shift, and Kell was his recipe. And Dune is Kell. So there you go.
Homage.
With the exception of the obviously difference in the water, Yep.
You got to get the Palate. Parking's not easy. I'll tell you that right now, but it's no matter where you wind up parking, it's worth the walk.
Yeah, and it's not a really far walk. There's plenty of local local side streets, residential side streets, and it's all parking. There's no don't park here or anything like that. So.
Well, because it's a lot of business they're opening. A lot of the businesses are closed, so It's a good thing. And there's supposed to be a really good pizza place just down the road from them.
Not across the street and like maybe 50 feet.
Yeah.
Back up the road. Yeah, amazing. So, get there. And we gotta get over there. Dave and I gotta get there. It's one brewery that he and I have not been together.
There's been many breweries we've not been together. We've not been.
I said that was one. I didn't say that was the one. I said there was one.
Actually, we've not been together. We've not been together.
I said it was one. It was one brewery that we have.
We weren't at St.
Not the one brewery that we have not.
Citizen 33. We were not together. I was there with my son.
Well, we've been to many New Jersey breweries together. That was
there's
New Jersey breweries that we have not been together.
This is true.
There you go. See if any news from Rod. Nope, not yet. It should be along. He said by now he'd be on, so I can't imagine he'll be much longer. So then we can actually get the show started. No, I'm kidding. Show's already started, but
you don't have to listen to us two idiots.
Exactly. So, let's.
Have we ever? I don't think we've ever been to Ghost Talk at the same time.
I think we might have been, but maybe you're right. Mike Dolan says, "Adios, boys. Need to go pick up my Thai food. Go Knicks. Go Knicks. Go New York. Go New York. Go." They need to win tomorrow. They need to win tomorrow. Look. I think they forgot how to move the ball around. So they need to get back to that tomorrow, and then get this wrapped up. So yes, go enjoy your Thai food. He said, OAC 12-year anniversary, Saturday, June 13th. The release is Experimentalists with Peaches, Diabolus, Triple X, new 9.6% Golden Ale, and Phantasma Sour.
I would absolutely love to, but we got like a bunch of family stuff.
I have,
and also getting. Okay, here's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the problem, John. You would have to like skirt west quite a bit to get there because.
There's no way. I'd have to go into Pennsylvania and then through upstate New York to get there because there's no way I'm going anywhere near East Rutherford this Saturday. Because
it is Brazil, Senegal, I believe, kicking off the World Cup in the Meadowlands. We've got a few things to do, and there's something we need to go to West Orange, and it's going to take forever to get there because of what's going on in the stadium.
There you go. Rod is joining.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but we can't.
It's weird because he's got the mute symbol up.
That is weird how it did that.
And
it switched cameras on me or something. Let's try that.
And we got Elgato. Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Restream. Getting used to Restream here.
You know what?
It looks
Rod,
a lot better.
Yeah, it does look. It does look a lot better. And we've been trying to get used to Restream for 2 years now. So we're.
And Rod,
we're so jealous of you that you get to still use StreamYard. So.
I don't know how that's working out, but it does. So I'm not going to complain.
What? I love it when you're on the show. It means the world to me.
Oh,
that's
straight from the heart.
That's the fifth. That's the fifth.
That's the fifth. That's the fifth globe pun. There you go.
I brought my globe home from work because we're going to a temporary space for a little while they renovate our floor. But
we're actually going to be operating off of tables in Italy.
Oh, that'd be amazing! If so, I wouldn't be working from home all summer like I am going to now. It's a smallish office that we're using in Hudson Yards.
Hudson Yards, oh my God, that's not even anywhere near where your office is.
Take the small wins.
Yep. So, no. Being able to work from home all summer long, that's a big win.
Yeah.
So anyway, welcome to the show, Rod. Thank you for joining us.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. First things first. Pour a beer. What you drinking?
And hold on, Vanessa. Hold on. Steve Naccaro just really quick says, yes, go Knicks. Anything is better than the Spurs, he said.
From the guy from the Houston area.
From the guy from Houston, yeah. Vanessa says, hi, Rod. And she says, always enjoy seeing Rod.
You too, Vanessa. Always great to see you, my friend. So I'm going to crack open this Pale 31 because I need to work my way through it. But Firestone Walker Pale 31.
Awful thing.
This is it is part of their. I think it was the chorus, their second part of the Brewmasters Collective. So it was a 4-pack in there.
Okay.
Nice.
So I think they might be putting this back in store, but they brought it back. I guess it hadn't been out for a while, but they brought it back for the 30th anniversary year, and it's a blend of 85% the Mission Street Pale and then 15% of the Union Jack. So
they do love to blend, don't they?
Yeah.
So. They're nothing if not good blenders. So that's
as they are. They're like the Oasters of the brewing world.
I wish I could have went out for the invitational because they had a bunch of people out there. There's a few YouTubers I saw there out there as well, and just no time in the schedule. And then coming up the extra funds to shoot out to California is no easy feat sometimes either. No.
Well, with your schedule the way it's been, upset that I missed you in Philly this year too. So that was I was set to go. You're upset. At least my mom. My mom was real upset that I wasn't coming home. So it's like new position, new stuff happening, just didn't fit in. New T-shirt here. You ever been to this place? There you go.
I have not. No.
You've never eaten at the Knicks?
No. What part of Jersey is it in?
No, it's in Reading Market in Philly.
Okay. Oh, it's in Philly side. Okay. Yeah. No, I haven't been to that one. But I do plan. I need to find out where it is next year because I do plan to actually be there. So.
That's a good question.
And actually, I didn't realize it before. I did it before when I went to the one in Indy, but I may try to see if I can get some crew to help out because I guess I can get 4 media passes when I go. And I only did the one last time, so maybe encourage some other people to come out, shoot some video. And
that can definitely happen. Well, I'll tell you what. I did know that. I don't know why I just looked because I knew that already. Next year is in San Antonio, Texas.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it's early, too. It's April 5th through April 7th. It's early.
So there you go, Steve.
Yeah. It could be home of the possible NBA champions. Well, the NBA's doing the NBA's doing everything they can to try to make that possible. So I'm like,
the refs are doing all they can to help the sport.
Yeah, I mean,
Wemby is getting away with murder.
Well, what they're doing,
these refs should be in eighth grade games. 8th grade. They're just terrible.
They're making sure it goes to 7 so they can get their TV money. Come on,
Wemby is getting away with murder.
He ran through Brunson yesterday.
He ran right through them and nothing.
Yeah. Oh, it was a common foul. Yeah, okay. I got no blood either way. I mean, if the Knicks win, it'd be great to see them finally get that title again. San Antonio does it. It could be the start of a new run out of the West. But I just want the refs to call the game like it's actually happening.
So
terrible.
The 3 of us were in early grammar school the last time the Knicks won
73, right?
73,
yeah.
Hell, I wasn't even at preschool yet. I was 3 and a half, maybe.
Tom, you weren't in grammar school. You were in.
I was in kindergarten.
You're kindergarten.
Yeah, you was on the big wheel.
Oh, I missed my big wheel.
Dave's got us covered. Dave's got us beat. He was in 2nd grade. He was a big 2nd grader.
I was in 1st grade.
First grade? Yeah.
I was in 1st grade.
Well, see, Dave had a green machine, so he was older.
There you go.
No.
With the 2 wheels, the 2 handles like this. Right?
No, I didn't have that. I had a Schwinn orange crate. Remember those things that had that spring on the front that was supposed to be a shock? It didn't do shit.
It didn't do anything.
But I missed my big wheel. Yeah, because Gen X, big wheel, you ramp that over your friends.
Oh,
yeah.
Always landed on the second one because you couldn't get much air on a big wheel.
Yeah. When I was in, I guess it was preschool, right, pre-K, whatever. But I remember being a little kid there, and it was we had like a limited amount of big wheels that were there, right? So you had to be the quickest, which I was one of the quicker kids. So it was like 5 or 6 of us. We always got our big wheel. It was just like, it was almost like a big wheel gang. And I remember one time they had the parent teacher type thing there. We come just coming in and pulling a brake and screeching across the floor. Parents were not as happy, but it was fun. It was exciting. So
you had the brake. I had the brake, and I had that little thing in the back that you could store stuff in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was usually full of like
beer,
stones, the occasional
grandparents started him young.
the occasional roadkill
From the crick.
from the crick. Yeah,
Okay. I love it.
no,
This was in Wall, right? This was in
me.
at that time.
No,
You were in-
Bricktown. I was in
Bricktown.
I was in Bricktown.
Nice.
Not a lot of hills in Bricktown.
Bricktown. Brick. A lot of people don't know. Brick right next to Wall. Brick Wall. It's just they go together.
You got Brielle between them.
No, you got the Manasquan River between them and the Meteticonk River between them. So
No, it's the Manasquan. You were right the first time.
Meteticonk comes up the other side of Brick.
Meteticonk goes through the middle of Brick, yeah, and then you got the Tom's River on the other side.
Right.
Between Brick and Tom's River.
So you could put up a stadium and call it Three Rivers. Right.
You could.
You could.
Why would you?
I don't know.
Three Rivers, Riverfront. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Same company.
Vanessa said San Antonio was fun. Steve Nancaro says, no, can't be saying that out loud.
Calling them the champions. Yeah. He's from Houston. You don't want to
Yeah, know that. Began my U.S. Air Force career in San Antonio, Vanessa said. She said in 73, she was 12. So.
I think all Air Force started their career there. That's where what you call it training is. Basic training is in San Antonio.
There you go.
I was there once. I was down on the Riverwalk. We did a taqueria.
I thought you were going to say down on the River Kwai. I thought that's what you were going to
Yeah, we built this huge bridge and then blew the fuck out of the thing. And then went and took on Darth Vader.
There you go.
Well, that's a different thing. But no, we did the taqueria crawl, and San Antonio is a damn good place to do a taqueria crawl. I tell you.
Yeah,
there's some
you
great
know what?
tacos there.
And if you're going to go to San Antonio next April for CBC, just be prepared to, console the Spurs for not winning the finals.
There you go.
There you go.
So he's saying wear all Knicks gear.
Probably not a good idea.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing. I was in it's about 3 weeks ago. I was in Milan, and while I was in Milan, we were in the center of Milan, where the big church is. They call it the Duomo Cathedral.
Mm-hmm.
And while we were there, Inter Milan, the soccer team in Milan, won their championship.
Doesn't Mike Piazza own that?
Mike Piazza.
Inter Milan?
I thought he owned Inter Milan, didn't he? Seriously, I'm not even kidding. Doesn't he?
It's very possible, but they clinched their championship while we were there, and I knew we need to get the hell out of the center of town because Italian soccer fans are crazy. My son being oh so helpful, because I sent him a picture of all the people gathering. He says, "Oh, you need to go get a Juventus shirt and wear it." Juventus is the arch rival of Inter Milan. They're out of Torino.
Oh.
And I kept
telling he was being helpful. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I said to him there's no inheritance, so why are you trying to get your old man dead?
Yeah.
That'd be a very unwise move on my part.
He's like, but it'd be funny.
Yeah.
He was really funny. And 2 or 3 days later, we're in Torino, and I was like, and he's like, "Are you wearing Inter Milan shirt?" I'm like, "Shut up." I brought you into this world. I can take you right back out.
There's a Gen X saying. Yeah.
My man.
Grew up with that. I was actually watching some of those Gen X videos, and I was surprised how many people actually knew about a wooden spoon. I thought it was just like a few houses with me and a couple friends, but the wooden spoon was pretty popular as an apparatus.
It's one of my favorite games because I usually stay quiet until everyone else is gone. They talk about the wooden spoon. They talk about the belt. Yeah. And then they look at me like, "What about you?" I'm like, "You remember Hot Wheels?"
Oh, not the tracks. Not the
tracks.
tracks.
My mom would whip me with the tracks. And they let this people find wealth, right? And it's like, so to injury, you've got the insult of being beaten with your own toy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
was it worse to get beaten with your own toy, or where your grandmother told you out to pick a switch? You had to pick your own device to get whip high. Yeah. That's more psychological warfare than grandma's did. That's a rough call right there. Were you the Nam? No,
it's kind of like Ghostbusters when Gozer says, "Choose and perish."
Yeah, same difference. I swear, it just popped in there. What'd you do, Ray?
What did you do? What did you do, Ray?
such a good childhood. I never thought it could ever hurt me.
Yeah. We used to roast Stay Puft marshmallows by the lake at the campfire at Camp Wakanda.
It's Stay Puft marshmallow, man. Okay. He's a sailor. He's in town. Let's get him laid.
Get him laid. I was wrong, by the way. Mike Piazza used to. He doesn't own anymore. He used to own. Used to be an owner of AC Reggiana. So,
okay.
Did him and Lasorda own something together at one point?
That may have been it.
I don't know. Well, Lasorda's is.
I think AC Reggiana has won as many championships as Piazza.
Probably.
Let's talk craft beer. You are not lying. If you did come back with something that was not worthy, if she had to go get it.
Brian, look, hey, we were in grammar school. Brian was in junior high. Brian was in 8th grade. So there you go. And Brian says his mom had a wooden spoon. That was her. The wooden spoon. Wooden spoon.
That wooden spoon salesman must have made some money back in the day.
Oh my God! I think more wooden spoons were sold as torture devices than they were as stirring devices.
Yeah, probably. The thing is, though, to our Hispanic followers here, come on, talk about the shoes. Talk about the shoes. And your abuela's aim with that damn thing, man. You could be running around and zigzagging and still getting the back of the head.
Still get hit in the back of the head. Vanessa said she was in the barracks of black.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Say it.
No, I was going to say it just wasn't just a Latino. Eddie Murphy told us that. And delirious, right? Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
And I was talking about this at work. God, it may have been today, and someone of Asian descent said, no. Yeah, shoes are one thing, but our grandparents would toss slippers at us with deadly force. Footwear is apparently a very popular child correction device across the globe.
This is true. And then Vanessa just said she was in the barracks at Lackland, was closest to the gate. She thinks barracks were on the 4th floor. All right. But Brian said his mom had a wooden spoon. Steve said, and you better not bring the smallest stick either. She had hers waiting. And Vanessa said 2x4, the true 2x4 before the current dimensional lumber.
Oh yeah. The 2x4s now are about a 1 3/4 by about 3.5. And they're all warped.
They're all warped. Every single one of them. There you go. All right. So, Rod.
Wild time. Yes, sir.
All right. Before we commence with this part of the show, I just want to put up my second beer. It is from Icarus in Bricktown.
Icarus.
There you go.
They used to be in Lakewood, but now they are in Bricktown.
Yeah, 3 points. It is a Dusseldorf style alt beer. In fact, it's according to the TTB, it has to be a Dusseldorf style alt beer ale. I love the bureaucrats at the TTB. I love.
But you know what I love? Saying Dusseldorf.
Well, that I'm fine with. It's the fact that I have to put ale after alt beer.
I just like saying Dusseldorf. It's a fun word.
It's a very fun word, Dusseldorf. But
you get to use that every day.
Look at the color of that alt beer. That's fantastic.
That's an alt beer. That's
and it's in Dave. I don't know if you can read it, but it's in my.
It's in your blah 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 blah. Oh, Two Rivers. And that's weird because I was just talking about Two Rivers today because we had one of my vendors show up and they have a warehouse out in Phillipsburg, New Jersey, which is right across the river from Easton.
Right across the little tiny bridge from Easton, and right up the road.
I said for lunch you got to go up to Two Rivers. The beer's pretty damn good, but the burgers, the burgers are out of this world.
You go there for the burgers. The beer is a pleasant addenda.
Yes, it is addenda. Nice.
Addenda. Nice. Well worked. Is that Easton where they make the bats? Did they make the bats there in that Easton?
The bats, like the flying bats,
the aluminum bats.
There are Easton bats. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't come across Easton as a city much. I'm just curious when you said that. I wonder if that's where
Weyerbacher is.
That's where Weyerbacher is. They make Blithering Idiot there. So.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of blithering idiots across the scene, and never mind.
Especially when we go there, there's even a couple more.
Right. Rawlings makes the Easton bats.
Rawlings makes the Easton bats.
Right, and they're not in Easton last I looked. and I've never looked, so that's
Raw links.
raw.
Just pick this up. I just want to show really quick. Just pick this up. I just have it sitting right here. I just want to show really quick. Remember the old soda glasses? Well, I picked one of these up. Look at that. Old soda glass.
Oh, nice.
Really nice.
Old school giant soda glass. There you go.
Where did you pick that up at? Like a thrift shop or antique sale?
Thrift shop.
Or?
A thrift shop.
Thrift shop? Okay. You find some neat stuff, and I found some good stuff in there before in the past, and haven't been to one in a while, but yeah.
You know what I keep coming across in thrift shops?
What's that?
Those things that rotate that you hang your spirits bottles in that you can just with the little,
with the little thing to pull down.
Dispenser, yeah.
Dispenser, yeah.
Like hold like 6 of them or something.
It's almost like there was like a run on them a certain amount of years ago, and everybody's just kind of like cleaning out their basements and getting rid of them at the same time.
Exactly.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it because I've got no place to put it. So it wouldn't do me any good. It's still kind of cool to see those things out in the wild.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I had one of those a few years back. But I think you're right there. I think there was a run at one point, and then everybody kind of banned at the same time. It was like Zima. Nope, get rid of it. We're done. Drop it. Drop it.
Zima came back, though.
It did come back.
Briefly.
They said, let's try this again. They were like, no, it's not.
It's not a good idea.
And you got a free.
It all goes to Japan now. Japan is the only country you can buy it in the world.
Yeah, and when it came back to the U.S., you got a free pair of skinny jeans with every 6-pack.
see, that's funny because back in the 90s, you got a free pair of mom jeans with every case.
Yeah. Yeah, Bartles and James didn't win out against many things, but Zima was one of them. You got Zima? I'll take a Bartle and James.
I got to be honest with you. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Back in the 80s, I drank my fair share of Bartles and James.
I drank quite a lot of it in college, actually.
Yeah. I definitely went through it, so
Wild Berry was probably the flavor of choice.
I like the peach one.
The peach was fantastic.
I like the peach one.
Yeah.
But any party you went to, there was always the wild berry.
Always the wild berry.
Oh yeah. Then he moved up to the Boone's Farms later on. So.
Yeah, of course.
We went to a liquor store. One of the girls on the floor came with us, and she puts 2 bottles of Boone's Farm up on the counter.
Yeah.
He looks at us, goes, "Ooh, cheap date." She looks at him dead in the eye, goes, "You have no idea." This is why we hang with her.
There you go. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
All right. I got one more comment, and then I can actually go to the question I was going to ask you. Here you go. There you go. That's just
Zima
was the ass.
Was,
is, and always will be.
Yes. My friend. No, that's not. That's something else entirely.
I'm all out of Jolly Ranchers, right? Yeah. I got Jolly Ranchers and Zima, and I'm out of Jolly Ranchers.
All out of bubble gum.
Yeah. Shout out to They Live. Yeah.
Rowdy Roddy Piper.
There you go.
I think it's the only thing there's only 2 things people remember from that movie. One was that line, and also the fact that South Park used the fight in They Live, and all they did is they completely redid the fight between Tim and Jimmy.
Yeah.
If you remember, it's the same exact fight.
The same fight, yeah.
It's like that was, and it's the first person who picked it out was the genius. Like, wait a second, I've seen this before.
You know what? But cartoons like that, recreating stuff. I think, while that was fantastic, I think the perfect one, the epitome of that was when Family Guy, when Stewie was talking to Brian, he says, something happened back when I was cool, Stewie says, and then it flashes back, and he's doing William Shatner's Academy Award Rocket Man when he's smoking a cigarette, and he's like, "She packed my bags last night, pre-flight, 0 hour, 9 a.m."
It's funny,
but every mannerism he did, everything he did, Stewie did. So they just drew. It was like perfect. It was great.
You bring up Shatner. Now, OEC's in Oxford, so we've heard of the Oxford comma. There's also the Shatner comma.
The Shatner comma, yeah.
And there's also the Walken comma, which is a comma after every single word in the sentence.
There you go.
Which isn't too far from the Shatner.
which is not too far from the chat notes of every other.
Right. But bones. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So, Rod, what's new in the Cincinnati beer scene?
What is new?
What would be great if, as you said, nothing.
Yeah,
Not a thing. Moving on. Next question.
Same old, same old. I mean, yeah. What do we got going on? The Cincinnati beer scene always got something going on, so it's not like it's anything bad. We haven't really had any key closers, so that's always a good thing. I know up in Cleveland, they've had some closers taking place on some of the breweries. I got invited from one of my media contacts this Saturday. I'm going down to Sam Adams Cincinnati Tap Room, where they're having a tattoo contest. So they're bringing the actual tattoo artists to be judges, and people are going to come in and show their tattoos, and they're giving away like beer and different prizes and stuff. So my media company was like, "Hey, you would have come down and be a part, kind of use some video or whatever." But
Do you have any tattoos
beer's on us. My two, I got to be touched up still. I got like a panther on each arm, but they're like run down at this point. Not total. You can still see them, but they got to definitely have work on it. But I might find a new tattoo artist while I'm down there. But I'm like, yeah, I'll come down there. It's kind of interesting. So not a beer pairing a lot of people think of, but tattoos and beer. So
that happens in this area a lot, actually.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, Cincinnati's catching up maybe. And then Sam Adams has they sold out last weekend, but they're getting restocked up. But they have the 1776 collection here.
Nice.
You have to you have to get in Boston, or you have to go online, which they've sold out online on stuff. But it's the 4 like presidential type things. One of them was a hard root beer. I don't know if you guys seen it out there or not, but they're planning to have more in, so they're going to hold a thing there for me to pick up, hopefully. And
that's cool.
that'll be pretty cool. But just a lot of good stuff. I got to get to a few more of the breweries around here, but we're getting a lot of stuff happening. Third Eye's been blowing up like crazy. Third Eye in Sharonville, which is part of Cincinnati. They've been exploding. I don't know. I did their pretzel beer review a while back, and I mean, this thing was just like a soft, salty pretzel. From you guys know, you were all from the same area up there, so it's like when you get a good pretzel, and it's like I'm drinking a beer, but I'm thinking pretzel as I'm drinking. Right. I'm like, I don't know how the magic happened here, but I'll take 6 more, so it was like a great experience. But, you're having some of that stuff happening. You're seeing a lot of the other breweries dabbling a little bit more. It's kind of really starting to peel back a little bit where it's not all IPA again. So seeing a lot of
enjoying
things popping up.
Yeah, that's a big thing. I'm loving every minute of that. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I just did a video I just released on the channel talking about, I did one last week if craft beer had lost its way, and I just did another one about the consumer going for more lighter type beer appeal out there, some of the beer stuff, and just the reflections in the market that are kind of taking place. So you're seeing that come to fruition. But getting those light, crisp type lagers, I've been running some different questions and polls on the channel that people have definitely been engaged in. And it's kind of like you're seeing that. So if you're a brewery, you're seeing that people want these lighter type beers. You got to take it in the note. People want these NA type things. People want different things, and what it's not just I want to make IPA, let's go sell it type thing. The market is dwindling in that area, right? So you have to be able to actually meet the people where they are, is what I usually tell with breweries. So Cincinnati's been fortunate. I mean, like I said, no lack of beer options, which is great.
Very true. That's fantastic.
Yeah. It's always a good thing.
Chuck Triplett just commented, "Hey Chuck, thanks for tuning in."
Hey Chuck.
Stopped by Hofbrau in Newport recently. Last time was 2003. Hollis was good. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that Hofbrau was the first Hofbrau in the U.S.
Yeah, it was.
Because they actually have ties to the Hofbrau back in Germany, and they were able to get that open. Now you see them in a couple other states and stuff where they have them out there, but that was the first one. And you still go in there, they still do the singing, they still do the chicken dance, they still do great beer. You still see women carrying, like, I don't even know how many glasses they're carrying. I'm just
my God.
And still doing the Ziggy Zaki.
It's like, but I still look at just like, I wonder, like, how large are their hands? I mean, because you look at some of these women.
Yeah, that's what
there's no way their hands are.
Their hands.
and they're bringing out the roast suckling pigs, right?
Yeah.
A lot of them do that. I know we were at the one in New York City, which is sort of a hopbrow house. They are a hopbrow house, but they're not a hopbrow house.
They're hopbrow, but they're not.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
But they do the monthly thing where they bring out the
Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Pittsburgh's so much fun.
So you guys got to come down in September when it's Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
It's
not a bad idea. Maybe I'll get out there.
That's the time. I mean,
I gotta get down to Louisville too, so maybe I'll make it a twofer. Get out to.
I'm actually going to Louisville next month. We got like a mini beer tuber get together down there. So we've got some breweries lined up to be visiting and doing some stuff with. And
go to Louisville and drink beer. Wait, what?
Yeah, a few of us will sneak away to get some bourbon while we're down there too. I'm sure, but yeah, that'll be a good time.
Strong possibility.
They got a few distilleries around town, you know.
I heard they got some.
They got some.
They've got a dozen or two thingies going on.
Well, since I took my new position at work, I go into the office like 3 days a week now. But I found out a few weeks back, which I didn't realize, there's actually a distillery like a 5-minute walk from the office that apparently you can make your own flavor type whiskey and stuff. So I need to go in there and check that out. I guess you give them parameters of what you're looking for, and I don't know how they all do it, but I'm definitely going to investigate that for sure.
Check that out. Yeah, let me know about that. I'll come out there.
Yeah,
hey, I'm gonna go and make a Nutella whiskey.
Nutella. Oh my God, that's disgusting. Don't do that.
I'm not gonna do that. You know what flavor I like my whiskey to be?
Whiskey.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like I like beer flavored beer.
Yes.
Well, some might want to add a little extra smoke or,
that's
get
fine
more of
too.
a peat feel and stuff. So, I don't know. Just if it puts more cherry or something into something or more ook, I don't know.
Those are the flavors that I want to play with, right? I don't want to play with all these adjuncts and everything else, right?
Yeah.
Except maybe maple. That one.
There's no milkshake bourbon.
That'll go for me.
Yeah.
Chuck Triplett just said Louisville was a lot of fun. Louisville's a lot of fun. I love Louisville. That's fantastic.
Chuck was one of the OGs in the League of Extraordinary Beer Drinkers.
I was in that before on Facebook there. Yeah.
Ryan's second beer, Ramstein Blonde. There we go.
Nice.
I was in there as Beer Samurai while that existed for a while, but it got reported as a fake account for someone who was like mad at me from one of the actually one of the Let's Talk Craft Beers, Steve, because I was the admin.
No, it wasn't Steve.
It wasn't Steve, but
it was somebody. It was somebody that didn't think you were giving a certain person his due on the New Jersey Let's Talk Craft Beer page.
No, well, yeah, it was a certain, not her due, but yeah, we won't get into it.
Right. I said their due. I didn't specify. You went that way.
There's a long.
I kept it ambiguous.
There's a long story behind it, but maybe that was their revenge, and their revenge worked. Okay, fun.
There you go.
Yeah, I remember when people got into their feels over craft beer. It's like, you understand, you got your different point, but at the end of the day, it's beer. It's like, it's not that serious,
Well, that was the problem with what I had done. It wasn't about beer.
Have a beer and let's chat and have a good time. Come on.
It wasn't about beer, and that's why I took it down, and people just rebelled against it. And like, hey, it wasn't about beer.
No. I was like, I know one of the Canadian beer tubers a few years ago, like he made some comment about one of their breweries, and the brewery got all pissed off at him and like, you're not welcome here and you're fired. Whatever. Like, you can't fire me. I'm a freaking blogger.
I'm never reading your stuff again.
Boo-hoo.
But people, you're not going to please everybody. That's one thing you got to learn when you go into business and stuff, right?
Yep,
but some people definitely took it a lot harder than others. But
fact, I would be worried if I started something and I got no brushback.
Yeah,
that's worrisome.
I got the ultimate revenge, though. I put Scott Wells in charge of that group. And the group turned into a cult of personality.
That it did. Speaking of that,
you say Tom would like to have a word with you.
just a couple.
Yeah,
just a couple. On that note, you had mentioned Cleveland closing. Working Class Brewing closed. Bookhouse Brewing, Voodoo, let's not get into that. We talked about
Oh,
that
that's
a
all.
couple shows ago.
Voodoo is that's no matter where they're at, they're running into issues.
They're just
That model's falling apart. They tried to
falling apart. It's just
They should stick to donuts. No,
it's
Yeah.
the same. I think it's the same thing, but
do. Rogue tried a voodoo donut. Yeah.
yeah, they did. Yeah, and look what happened to them.
Yeah.
yeah, they're gone. They're gone too.
Well, that was just bad business. That's all.
That was as bad. Yeah.
Their liquid was selling like hotcakes, and their hotcakes were selling like liquid. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a sad story because
John likes hotcakes because he can put maple syrup on them.
This is very true.
Yeah.
Very true. But they
Real maple.
Oh, real maple.
Oh God.
Okay.
No, not high.
I'm not putting corn syrup on my pancakes.
No. That's for children. When you grow up, you get the real stuff.
Yeah.
That one right there. I love that one.
Oh, okay. Nice.
A little thing going there.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, Midnight Owl Brewing closed. I think it was 35 plus restaurants, bars, and brew pubs closed in Northeast Ohio last year. 35
That's rough.
plus.
Yeah. The Northeast Ohio beer page, they've been like sharing the different stuff up there. They've definitely been filling it more than we have in the Southwest. So, in fact, we've had Mad Tree. They're opening their 4th location.
Mad Tree's opening another location.
They're opening another location.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
so they're having good
Kudos
success.
to them.
Yeah,
Yes.
their model. Braxton, I think Braxton has like 4 now.
I want one.
Ryan Guys just has the one, but Ryan Guys has a huge
just want
warehouse. Just one, yeah.
I just want one.
I don't want one.
How
And
much-
you know
how much-
why
how
I
much for one rib?
why I
How much
don't
for one rib.
you know why you know why I don't want one? Because I'm
Why?
smart.
Because you're smart. Yeah. Well, it's like the old adage, right? You want to make $1 million in the beer business? Start with $2 million.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's good. I mean, I'm kind of in a weird position where I'm at right now because really
Like downward
I
dog.
don't need to be buying any more beer. Well, that's another weird position.
I don't need any more beer.
I've actually
But
kind of.
yeah, I still get it. I just don't need it.
Yeah.
I
just
don't buy
yeah.
a lot anymore because I don't have room for it.
Mhm.
But
Well, it's
I
funny because since the last time we spoke, I'd
did- this is my
actually.
third one.
Oh, there you go. That'll help you clear the inventory.
What did you last time we spoke, Ed?
No, the last time we spoke, I'd actually ended up buying like a mid-sized fridge. Well, a little bit, probably about a little more than 3/4 size fridge or whatever to put in the basement because the 2 mini fridges I have had here in the office can't hold everything I got down there. So I got this fridge, put it in there. Well, in the basement, I've got like the big bottle, like the old school,
Yep.
not just 22, but some of the 25.9s. And it's like I got this fridge thing I put in there. Well, the shelves don't always line up because the bottles are too tall.
Wait a second. Is the color that like neon lime green or diaper yellow?
For the fridge? Oh, the
Yeah.
fridge it's a white fridge. It's just a
Oh,
white
okay.
because it happened to be on sale for
Well,
whatever
he
reason.
said old. You said old school.
Old school, so I
thinking
figured
like,
he was thinking like full color.
But I wanted-
1950s
yeah.
avocado.
Yeah,
fridge,
no, it's one of the
maybe.
newer. It's just not as tall as what you would usually have. So I got that, and I like start putting the stuff in there, and it's like, well, damn, the shelves won't go in enough, so I can't put all the shelves in I wanted to put in there. So I still don't have enough room. So I still got stuff in boxes. It's just like can't win for losing here.
I literally, it's, you know what? I don't drink as much as I get, right?
Right.
And who does? That's the problem, right? And, we sit on these things and every single one of my, I still have a ton of 750s and I got more 500s. So at
Yeah.
least there's that, right? So they're a little smaller. So if I want to actually crack one of them and I got nobody else to share it with, now I'm not dumping more than half of the bottle. I'm only dumping a little bit of because I'm not drinking the whole damn thing myself, especially if it's like a 14 or 15% barrel aged stout of barley wine. For me, honestly, any of those beers here, like 20 plus years ago, I'll drink the whole thing. I'm an idiot, right? then,
Yeah.
right
I
now.
can attest to that.
Give me 4 or 5 ounces of any of it,
I mean,
and I'm good. You know?
I must be a blithering idiot because I still drink the whole bottle.
That's the problem, though, Rod. I will drink the whole
I hate
bottle,
to lose- I
but
hate to
I'm
spill
good
it out.
at 4 or 5 ounces. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. I could stop, but why?
Right.
Yeah.
Every now and then, I'll do a purge. Anything that's like that, I don't think is right at that top level.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I start pouring just to make room.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, okay, I bought a 4-pack of this. I drank one, wasn't that fond of it, so and I'll hold on to it for a little bit, see if it aged a little bit,
Try another
get a little
one.
better.
Yeah.
Try another one. Halfway through it, all 3 wind up going.
See, if I get that, that'd been great, but I've got all individual stuff. And so it's like when I got like Big Bad Baptist over the last few years and stuff. And I got
all the different varieties.
I got they were doing the 22 ounces before they went to the 16. So I've got some of that taking up space. I've got 3 or 4 boxes of just like the Goose Island, Bourbon County stuff I haven't even gotten to. I've got stuff from, you name it, just like wax candle type. I mean, all kinds of from all over the country, different type ones. And it's
Sounds
just
like you need to go on a bunch of benders.
it seems that way. I could literally have private block party for my neighbors, and I'll still have beer left over.
Yeah, that's
You
what
know.
you got to do. That's what you got to do.
Yeah,
And that's what I've been doing. I'm like, all right, you know what? You and you come over this night. Don't bring anything. You bring something, you're leaving.
yeah,
Yeah, so that's
you're
why
not bringing anything. Because the reason you're coming here is because I'm getting rid of things.
That's why
I don't
you
need to
can't-
help you get rid of things.
That's why you
know?
can't invite Potensky. You
Right.
wind it with more beer than you started off with.
But Jess says that to him all the time.
Yeah.
She'll look at him like he'll come over. He's like, "Don't worry, we got rid of some of your beer too." So, Dave, what was the beer you poured?
It was Coconut Snowy Night by Common Roots.
Look at that.
Ah,
The
common
milk
roots.
stout. I'll say one thing. I think they've gone a little over the top with the lactose on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a little high on the lactose. I don't know if it's the age on it. But yeah, the lactose is expressing a little too highly on this.
So it's
For my
little-
taste. For
little
my
too
taste.
sweet, little too sweet.
It's really not all that sweet. It's just very lactosey.
So mouthfeel.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
mouthfeel, but also the flavor. The flavor is like stale marshmallow.
Fair
But
enough.
I can't. There's no date on this, so I don't even know when this was canned
Mhm.
to know how long it's been sitting there for the.
If,
for the
if memory
lactose.
serves, it was towards the end of winter, so like March.
Yeah, I don't know if that's enough time for the lactose to start to.
Maybe February, March, late February.
Maybe it's enough
March.
time because if you let lactose sit a little too long, it's going to start to bubble through and become the dominant flavor in the beer, and I don't like when that happens.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
So,
Fair enough.
and at this point, I don't know where the coconut went. I think the lactose beat the ever-loving crap out of it, stole its lunch money, and then it got blamed. And then it got blamed for the fight, and it's been suspended from school. So there's no lactose.
Is it still? Is it at least drinkable? Are you enjoying it to some extent? Anyway, the stout itself, maybe. I mean, it's a milk stout, right?
It's a milk stout, and I love Common Roots, so I hate to say anything bad about Common Roots. Love those guys.
Christian,
Fantastic.
Christian's amazing.
They're great people up
his
there, so-
Dad, his wife Melanie, amazing.
I think
people.
it's really just the age on it is just got it so that the lactose has just overpowered the rest of the beer.
Gotcha.
Mm.
There you go. I will. My third beer is Ramstein Winter Wheat.
Oh, so you're drinking the same thing? Wait a second, isn't I thought Boke was
No,
drinking.
Both drinking a
He was drinking a Ramstein
He's
blonde.
drinking a blonde. He's drinking a blonde. Yeah.
Yes.
So Ramstein Winter Wheat.
Don't tell his
Oh,
wife.
There you go. So now he's drinking a blonde. Yeah. So
Whose
now
birthday was just recently.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday, yes, once again. I had a Zwickel from Jersey, an alt beer from Jersey, and now a Doppelbock from Jersey. So I did the German Jersey thing today.
The German jersey.
There you go.
Makes me think of German bologna.
German bologna, yeah.
German
Yeah.
bologna's good. You got to get into Pennsylvania for some good German bologna, though.
You do. Although
Be honest.
Thumann's makes really good German bologna.
Yeah, I remember as a kid, my mom used to go over to the Dutch area. They used to go over there and get like stuff like that. We're in PA.
The Pennsylvania Dutch.
And there's-
Yeah, Pennsylvania Dutch.
Look at how dark that Doppelbock is.
That's
Isn't that
nice.
amazing?
That's
Well, that's the
dark.
whole thing about the Pennsylvania
That was
Dutch.
beautiful.
Pennsylvania Dutch are not Dutch. It's just it's pronounced Deutsch. They're German.
Oh, okay.
So Pennsylvania
I
Dutch
don't
are
know.
actually German.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's when they make their bologna, that's a German bologna.
It's a good bologna, though.
Damn good. bologna.
Great, damn good bologna.
Get a good, nice, thick slice and fry that up.
Chuck Triplett said, the old days at realbeer.com.
That was when League of
Realbeer.com.
Extraordinary Gentlemen, the
Yeah, absolutely.
realbeer.com was out there. That was some.
Those were the good old days. They were great times. Absolutely.
And the thing is, at that point, there was not a lot of American craft beer. So as things came out, we learned about it as it came out. We knew about every brewery in the country back then.
Yeah, we did.
And now you can't keep
Well,
track.
there was like 17 breweries in the country back then. So
That
it
was
was
a
easy.
few more than that. But that's-
I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Or what's the opposite of exaggerating? Exaggerating is more. So I'm making it. I'm condensing.
minimalizing.
Minimalizing. There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun back then because especially beer trading was so much fun back then.
It was. Beer trading was great.
Oh, there you
it
go. Oh, okay. That was weird. It kind of dropped. It said
It did it a day earlier. Just
It does it to me.
Off-air.
Too. But it did it to me during the intro.
the intro, yeah. So it was nobody
See?
saw it. So yeah.
That's why you're restream.
That's why we might have to bite the bullet and just spend a couple extra bucks every month and go back to StreamYard. So,
What does a restream have a plan too? I guess, or
hey, but it's all the same shit.
but they're probably like you'll keep connectivity.
Oh, yeah. You get what you pay for. That's what you're saying.
There was one time Restream completely dumped us off of Facebook, and we couldn't get back.
Oh
on.
wow!
We could, yeah, it just wouldn't.
We were just YouTube.
We were a 17-minute show, and then we did the rest of the show was on YouTube.
That's funny.
So I literally had to go on to Facebook and upload the link to the YouTube show for anybody that was watching on Facebook, so they could see it.
I'm tempted to pour some Malibu into this.
Go for it. Why not?
Get some coconut flavor.
Give it a
into
try.
Yeah.
Vanessa said she was banned from a channel recently after the group in there was making snide comments about Americans and metric system, etc. I said, well, I can teach you all how to do those computations, she said.
How dare you be smart? You're
You're
not supposed to be smart women. They're not supposed to exist in these groups.
Stephen Nicaro said, haha, and train wreck. What was that referring to?
I think that's when we were talking about voodoo back then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Train wreck.
Doug Smith said, seeing more places that actually have Lucre taps. Lagers are back. I'm a lager guy, so you know I'm happy. There's a ton of breweries now that are pouring out Lucres. It's amazing. I love it.
It's strange.
I love it.
Today at work, I was talking about Lucre taps because I was trying to explain milk tubes to people because I was telling people about Rutt's Hut, and you can go across the street, and we know Steve, we know the owner, and every time he has a big event, I make him do milk tubes with me, and he hates when I do that to him, so that's why I do it.
And then Vanessa said donuts with toothpicks. So that's what I was referring to. I'm sure it was something with the voodoo donut.
We're talking about voodoo.
Yeah, the voodoo donut. Get it?
So it's talking like a voodoo doll.
Voodoo dolls with toothpicks.
That's I got you.
I
got you.
Doug Smith said, sadly, silver. Love it. Doug Smith said, sadly, Silver Branch's Weirton, Virginia location closed permanently after a fire in the building. Silver Branch is amazing. It's in the main location's in Maryland. What's the why am I spacing? Just north of Washington.
That sounds familiar. I think it might have been at one of the beer fests I was at.
Chevy Chase, College Park.
It says Silver Branch in Warrington is temporarily closed. It says doesn't say permanently closed, but I'm trusting Doug with the permanently thing.
Yeah, they might have updated it or something.
Oh, Silver Branch and Silver. Duh, I'm an idiot. Silver Springs, Maryland.
Silver Spring. Yeah, I figured out why you were talking.
There you go. Brian said you're a wimp.
And that's for not finishing your damn beer.
Yeah, for you pouring.
Yeah. Beer. There you go.
I just called you a pussy. I know.
And then Vanessa said a brewery closed their public access but continue to brew their beers for sale. Favorite is the Amber Lager Naughty Nurse.
That's one of Vanessa's love for a while that she's enjoyed. And
Yeah.
I thought they closed the thing, but that's good that you can still get that beer, Vanessa.
There you go. There's a couple of breweries that have done that. They've closed their tap rooms but continue to production brew.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Oh, that's City Steam Brewing. Okay.
Right. All right. All right. So I got a couple things. There's a number of things going on in the industry. So I want to start with this really quick. I want your opinion on some things. All right. We've talked ad nauseum with you, Rod, with other people on the show, and everybody is, and it's a topic of conversation. But we will continue to nauseate, and we'll continue to nauseate.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things I can't say against craft beer or competition to craft beer.
One of the big challenges.
One of the big challenges. Thank you. Craft beer is RTDs. Right, we all know this.
Yeah.
All right, and it seems every other day there's a new one. It's just, a new one. I see it in my line of work, what I'm doing, and it's one after the other. Sun Cruisers. Now, this is Sun Cruisers is a Sam Adams brand. Okay. Sun Cruisers is Sam Adams brand. So while I support the fact that they're, Sam Adams, and the fact that they're diversifying so that they can pull some of that, market share into their brand, and I applaud them because I do the same thing, right? It's amazing how many. It's this past weekend, Sun Cruiser sales. I'm not sure exactly what marketing campaign in the last week or so Sam Adams has done, but Sun Cruisers just exploded even just this past weekend, and I saw it firsthand. It's amazing.
When you talk about these kind of things, it just makes me have to pee. I'll be right back.
There you go. You do that. This time he muted it, or I hope he muted it anyway. So, Spike Date is another one. Now, Spike Date is basically it's Gatorade with vodka. That's all this is. Now, I mean, I don't know about you, but like back in college, I was putting vodka in Gatorade and iced tea, and so now they're just doing it for you, and you can spend a lot more on it, right? And you just get this really cool can. And you know what the flavors of Spike Date are, Rod?
What's that? I haven't seen Spike Aid. So is it like Gatorade, where it's gonna be like
Spike Date is the flavors
like
the flavors are blue, red, orange, and green.
So they did it just like Gatorade, really?
Those are flavors. What flavor is that? Oh, that's blue. Blue's not a flavor. Blue's a color.
Listen, you tell a lot of kids that red isn't a Kool-Aid flavor, they're going to argue with you.
I know, right? But Spike Date, there's a ton of money behind this too. I can't imagine the amount of money that is behind these RTDs. And that's just all that tells me is the amount of money they're making on these RTDs.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's crazy. And Carbless is another one. It's newer. I've had all of these, mind you. And while I say what I'm saying in the manner that I'm saying it, there's nothing wrong with Sun Cruisers. Some of them taste pretty good. The Spike Date, it's Gatorade with vodka. If you like Gatorade with vodka, that's what it is. It tastes like Gatorade with vodka. There's nothing wrong with it. It tastes like Gatorade with vodka. If you're opening a can and tasting it and expecting to taste Gatorade with vodka, that's what you're tasting. So,
Gatorade and vodka? Mm-hmm. What in the world? Sorry.
Yeah.
Had to use the prop one more time.
Yeah, I know. And Carbless isn't, like I said, it's a new one. I actually tasted it last week. I brought 4 home, drank them with Jess. They're actually pretty tasty. Okay. I got to give them that, right? But there's a bunch of flavors out right now. 100 calories, zero carbs, zero sugar, zero. They're going after the moms, the yoga moms, whatever, right? There's so many different RTDs and so many different seltzers and teas and stuff and everything else for anybody that does. Sam Adams came out with another brand, Sinless. Sinless is like Carbless. They're zero sugar, zero blah 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 blah, right? And those, and I got to be honest with you, those are really good. The Sinless cocktails, the flavors in them are amazing, and they're all low calories and everything else. My point is, there's so many of them out there now. It's just one after the other, and all of these people I see, me personally, I see what, and it's not the same people necessarily. Okay, so make no mistake, I'm not comparing it in that respect, but I see what craft beer used to be, where there's a new brand, boom, oh, we got to try this, we got to try this, and everybody lining up for this and lining up for that and going crazy and hitting stores for this and hitting stores for that. They're doing the same thing with RTDs now. And it's just amazes me how much out there. And when I say, the reason I'm bringing this up is it's the younger set,
Sure.
if you will, right? Sure. What I want to say kids, for all of us, they're kids, right? They're not kids. They're in their 20s, right?
Right. In comparison.
Right. So the younger drinkers, the 21 to 25, 21 to 28, something like that, whatever the demographic is, there's a lot more headed towards RTDs than there are, and I don't just mean craft beer, than there are to craft beer, any other beer, wine, spirits, anything. It's just RTDs. It's just everything in their face. There's so many of them out there that's the direction they're all going. And you throw THC seltzers in with that and edibles and everything that's legal now. It just literally adds more dismal numbers to all the other,
And that's why I see closures.
Right.
So your timing is good. Your timing is good. The video last week, as Craft Beer Lost Its Edge, that I released, hit on a lot of those points and stuff, kind of talking about that. So we talked about it earlier here. My thing is, and the same thing I do in my regular day at work in sales, whatever, if I'm providing a sale to a client or whatever, it's meeting the client where they are. And that's what craft beer, that's what breweries have to do at this point, meet the clients where they're at. So the opportunities are definitely there. We see that with some of the RTD stuff. I didn't try any of the ones you mentioned there, but I did a few of the On the Rocks cocktails recently.
On the Rocks, right?
Yeah, which were pretty decent. I had the jalapeno margarita. I did the espresso martini, which really surprised me, and a couple of the other ones, and they were pretty solid. And you're getting them at $9. I got them at $9.99 a bottle. They're usually around 14 or 15.
You're talking about the small,
ones, yeah. So if it's
they have the 200 milliliter ones, and then they have 750s too.
Right. So the 200 milliliter ones got
you
those.
Did the same size.
You
just moved your thing over. Just saying.
But for some of your
the bottle's on an angle, it goes like this.
Good way to store
it. For some of your consumers that aren't drinking that much, that's all they kind of want, that quick fix. It's kind of like us talking about beer, why the stovepipe can has become so popular is because somebody doesn't want to get a 6-pack. They don't want to get a 4-pack. That's 64 ounces of, if you're getting 16-ounce cans, I can just go ahead and get these 2 19-ounce cans. And the stores are like, oh, you get these two. At least where we're at here, we see them 2 for $6, 2 for $6.50, 2 for $7. And they're decent craft beers. They're actually able to kind of do that with.
There's so many.
New Trail. We get New Trail, and it's like 2 for $7. Like New Trail is solid to actually sit there and enjoy. You can give me 2 stovepipe cans or whatever it may be.
There's a lot of New Belgium released New Belgium has all of their beer in stovepipes, and they released the G-Force, and that's 11%. 11%.
I just did a review. I just did a review of that one. Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah, that one wasn't one of my favorites for them or whatever. But again, I got the idea with it. They were pushing the alcohol on the 11%, right? Like if I was in college. And I was like, let me grab a couple things to get the party
that's
started.
Who they're going at. They're not going after the three of us.
But if you put that versus the regular Voodoo Ranger, the Voodoo Ranger still had a good taste about it or whatever. This was just like more, you could feel like the alcohol bleeding through. And it was just like, these are just to get the party rocking for you. So it's kind of like, you can get stuff to 9, 9.5, 10 and still keep good quality. And maybe they could do it at 11, but I feel like they kind of melded in on that one. We're just going to make it a boozy thing to kind of be like your Four Loko beer or something like that.
Yeah, but you're talking IPAs because you can get 11% in other styles and you're fine.
Yeah,
but 11%, once you get to that level on an IPA, it's like why?
Well, you're making more malt to come in because you got to raise the alcohol, right? So you get more of that balance into it, but you can still make a decent taste. Like this one, it was weird, and you said you saw it. It was kind of like, it's that fun thing when you taste something and it's like nothing.
Okay.
it's just like nothing. Like you never had anything like it, so you can't really relate to it, whatever. And then I was getting like what I felt was like this minty type quality that was coming out of it for some reason. It just wasn't. It wasn't a drain pour level thing, but it was definitely interesting and unique. And it's kind of like you go into a bar and they give you like Rumpelstills or something like that. It's like, what the? It's an alcohol, yeah, okay, but then you have it and you're like, this is crap. But it's kind of like, I'll have another one. But it's just one of those things. Like if that's your thing where you want to go ahead and party, right? If you want to get a Malort, Malort's not going to be good, but it's good to get the engine started, right?
Malort. Hey, we're fans. I love Malort. What's that? Do you want the barrel-aged version?
I'm not having Malort tonight. Don't even do it.
It's like people that drink Jägermeister. Like, why are you drinking Jägermeister?
I may do another one of these, but no. Yeah.
I'm out of.
I can't. They killed me with CBC when I went to CBC and they had those everywhere.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We'll just drink
you have at it. I'm good. I'm enjoying. By the way, Dave, I'm drinking German beer all night. Gesundheit.
But you look at like someone like a Boston Beer. It's an opportunity. They're the size where they can try to capture that market, right? Like your smaller type brewery can't afford to maybe go out on that ledge like that, but some of your larger ones can. You can have a New Belgium or somebody Tilray or whatever can experiment with whoever they have under them because they got the deeper pockets. But speaking of Tilray, they actually, I don't know if you saw, but they just sold Atwater Brewing in Detroit.
They just sold Atwater back to the original owner.
Yeah, which is good. I've always liked Atwater when I've had their stuff. So
Atwater, I used to love Atwater. It was fantastic. Went to the Grand Rapids location once.
Yeah, but the RDD is not going to change. And the funny thing is, though, like you mentioned, like the folks that I work with. Here again by myself.
There he is.
I'm sorry. I thought my mom was right and I went blind.
Like the drinkers that I know are that demographic. A lot of times they will try beer and all kind of stuff if they're exposed to it.
Right.
Like when I'm at an event with them or whatever, a lot of them will ask me like, what beer do I want to try? If I like this or I like that. And like, okay, and they'll go try it, if they have that kind of guidance. That's where breweries sometimes miss the boat. It's like, how are you educating your consumer that's coming to your brewery? Mm-hmm. How are you pointing out things that might generate more interest for them to try other stuff and expand their horizons? That's how you win them over. Yeah, well, you got to be good in hiring. You got to make sure your people are trained, but that's how you build a relationship. Craft beer is a community asset. So if you want people in there, you got to build ties in that community. So It's kind of like I go into some tap rooms and it's just like, you go over there, you get a drink or whatever. Nobody says anything really, right? When I go to some and they friendly, they come up, they talk, they want to know this or that. They'll see me like shooting a video to come up there. Okay, look, why don't you try this? Why don't you do this? So, what we did with this beer, we did blah, 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 blah. Those are the ones that become engaging. Those are the ones that win people over, right? So
not the ones that are behind the bar going.
Exactly.
Do you need a reef? Do you good? Okay.
Yeah,
you don't want that in your tap room.
We were at Jess and I. Where were we? Recently, we were. I forget where we were. We were sitting somewhere, and everybody that was there, there were 2 or 3 kids that were behind the bar, and nobody, and young, right? And none of them were like had any interest in customer service. I don't even think they knew what customer service meant, right? And it was all about their phones, and they're like, "Excuse me," they're like, "Yeah, 1 second."
Yeah.
Right. Like, 1 second. Yeah. I'm like, if I'm the owner, right then and there, you're fired. Get out of here.
Yeah. Well, it's like we went to dinner a few weeks ago. I haven't been to Red Lobster since the 90s, right? And we decided to go to a Red Lobster.
There's still some left, huh?
They actually revitalized the guy that took over. He's got it really pushing up. I mean, they're turning good numbers
coconut
and
shrimp.
everything.
I will, if I'm passing by and they have coconut shrimp, I'm going in and having
but so he did away with Shrimp Fest, huh?
Actually, they just brought it back. They just brought back Shrimp Fest, I think,
now. That's what killed them was Shrimp Fest.
Yeah, and the food was decent and stuff, but it was kind of like the idea of trying to get a refill or maybe another drink. And literally, you're looking around and you see like your waiter talking to another waiter sitting down in a booth down the other end of the thing. Like, I worked service in the 90s, and I'm like, there's no way you would be out there at a thing, sitting down there at a table where customers, because our bosses would be like, what the hell are you doing?
And then you can sit down when we're closed.
They'll chase you
Or if you need to sit down, go in the back. You don't do it out there on the floor where customers and stuff are.
And they'll chase you into the parking lot if you give anything less than a 20% tip.
Well, they don't chase me. I'm usually bigger than them, so they probably cuss me out though, or put up some. But I always go. I mean, if it's decent service, 20 is the minimum usually with me and stuff. But it's kind of like
they'll be putting toothpicks into a Rod J shape.
Yeah.
But it's for me, mine is if it's horrible service, I'm still giving 15%. Average service is 20, and it's up from there.
I start at 20. It could either go up, it can come down.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Same thing.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever went like under 15 or anything like that. I mean, unless it's something just totally like, bar rescue. You've been waiting 40 minutes, whenever you can't get anything, kind of. And that's the part too. I get spoiled by watching bar rescue sometimes, but watching that and then also being where you worked in that service part, or you bartended, or you've been in those things, makes it even that much, because we have more of a different eye than your regular person coming in.
Yep.
So we kind of notice those kind of things that are kind of popping out and stuff like that. And they sit you down with your plate like, can I get some silverware here? Like, you just notice different things that most people may not actually pick up on, right? Like when you sit down, you start, at least for me, I start looking at my watch to see how long it takes for someone to show up.
Every single time.
For me, one of the biggest sins for a server, if something's late, something's wrong in that, and they start complaining about the kitchen to you, it's like, no. You represent the restaurant. You're my side of the restaurant. You don't go bitching about the rest of the people.
You are a team. You're part of a team.
Right.
Okay. So if the kitchen is slow, you're slow.
Yep.
You don't bitch about the kitchen. You're all part of the same thing. So
talk to the manager.
Don't throw anyone else under the bus. Don't do that.
Yeah.
That'll piss me off in no time.
Yeah.
Brian so it's like had his third beer, his English mild.
Ooh, I haven't had English mild in a long time. Yeah. But it's funny just because, that's a big thing that happens. You'll see at some place. One of the places why why they may be struggling. Well, if your service isn't in check, or you got people that don't even know what they're serving for beers or have an idea. I mean, you don't have to be a beer drinker to serve beer, but you should have knowledge about the beer you're serving, right? Like
we've got a great.
When somebody asks you about a beer and they say, "Oh, I don't know, I don't drink beer," I can go ask somebody. That doesn't give you the best feeling about being in that spot, right? So
we got a great craft beer restaurant in New Jersey called Cloverleaf Tavern, and they require all of their servers to do the Cicerone certified beer server.
Yeah, at a minimum, you should at least do that, right? So,
but I did see one waitress once to one of my friends. He ordered a new beer. He wasn't done with his old one. She comes, puts the old beer down. He ordered a completely different beer. Puts the old beer down, pours his old beer into the new beer, and walks away.
I'm sorry I'm laughing, but that's hysterical.
I'm like,
I
would send that back. What the hell?
I want a half pour of my original beer and a new pour of the one I just ordered.
Oh my god, that was just, I've never seen anything like that.
I had so beer we brewed when we were brewing at Coastal, right? I went to I'm not going to throw the place under the bus, but a bunch of us went out to dinner at this place, and I ordered one of my beers, right? So I ordered my beer. I ordered Building Sandcastles. So I ordered Building Sandcastles. Everybody ordered what they ordered, and a beer comes out, and she puts it in front of me, and it's Miller Lite. I mean, it might not have been, but that's what it looked like, right?
Right.
And it did not look 100. Dave, you know what Building Sandcastles look like.
I may have tracked a few of them.
Might have, right? So I look at the waitress tonight, the server, pardon me. She comes over, and I go, yeah, this isn't Building Sandcastles. And she says, you sure about it? You sure? I'm like, yeah, I didn't.
I own the brewery.
I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of sure. So what happened? So I found out. Long story short, I found out the bartender ran out of the sixtel of Building Sandcastles that was on tap, and had to pour that for her right then at the service bar. Didn't feel like going to get the next sixtel and tapping it. He just poured the next beer that was on, whatever was next to it, poured it, and boom. Seriously? And friends of mine own the restaurant. So I told them that afterwards, and they're like, yeah, we'll take care of it. I'm like, yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The beatings shall commence.
Right. Exactly.
It's like we did a vacation a few years back in Virginia Beach, and we were at one of the hotels we were at. and I was at the hotel bar, and I ordered a beer. And literally on the menu for it, it was a brewery I hadn't had before, but, it says porter. Brings the beer over. Beer looks like this. I'm like, that's not the right one. That's not the beer. And she's like, well, that's what it was.
It was one of those porter lights.
Yeah.
It's a white porter.
It's a white porter.
Yeah. So she's like, are you sure? I do beer stuff all the time. Like, this isn't the right one. She like goes through and it's like, well, it says it is. I'm like, well, it's not. And I literally had to pull up Untapped to show her a picture of somebody that had to be. This is what it's supposed to look like. And she's like, oh, well. And she looked under the thing. Well, nobody changed the tag under the thing where the keg. Well, it was just like, one, you don't sit there arguing with customers, for one. It's kind of like, that's not it or whatever. You say, when I was told this was it, they get you something else, blah, 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 I had one guy one time at one of the restaurants here in Cincinnati order something and it was supposed to be a stout or whatever they bring it. I'm like, this is a stout. This is a strong ale. And I'm telling the guy, like, I said, just so you know, okay, so anyway, it's good. It's a good beer. I like strong ale, so I was fine. But just so you know, if somebody comes and orders a stout and they get this beer, it's not really the style you're saying it is. And he was like, well, that's what our manager told us it actually was, because he didn't know. Yeah. And I was like, well, tell your manager it's actually not that. I guess the sales guy told him, like, no, trust me, this is not a stout. Like, if somebody comes in and they want a stout, like, some people are adamant about what they want, and they may not like a strong ale.
That's not it.
Yeah, that's not it. But, I don't get mad at the server in that regard, because it's like they're not being trained properly on it, right? So, it's like, now, you want to bring your manager over, I'll talk to the manager, let him know, but it's just funny how some of these places staff people and don't train them up, or this happens, and they wonder why they're not getting business.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That happens.
I've
had it the other way around, where I've been like in a restaurant or a bar and someone brings someone the beer and they take a sip of it and they're like, that's the wrong beer, and they complain to them. And they're like, okay, well, we'll get you something else then. Was there anything else? And, I managed to actually smell the beer. Mm-hmm. They bring in the new beer, like, that was actually the right beer.
Right.
Then it was actually
they brought you the right beer. You're just too ignorant to know the difference.
Yeah.
What do you think you were ordering?
So, a couple other things I have here on this list. Just a quick report. There's a couple of reports out there that says on-prem craft beer numbers were actually up in May. And that's a good sign.
That's a good sign.
Okay. Yeah.
There's that communal.
Well, keep in mind too, you had the communal stuff, and you had the Memorial Day weekend in there, so people were getting together and going out and doing things, and kids are out of school, college are out, a lot of people getting together, a lot of the college kids coming back home, getting together with friends, kind of hitting some stuff, I'm sure. So yeah,
that's awesome. I do want to bring this up. We're talking about all of the RTDs and everything else. Sierra Nevada, of all breweries.
I've heard of them.
Sierra Nevada,
little brewery out west, yeah, and North Carolina now.
And North Carolina,
yeah.
So they announced a new style of beer RTD, kind of bringing them together.
Okay,
intrigued.
It's a beer soda.
In the world that we live in now, which I haven't had any, my wife loves them though. They got these crafted sodas. Mm-hmm. That are like drawn. Even McDonald's has a crafted soda.
Oh yeah, no.
So maybe the beer soda is going to capitalize on that. Maybe.
So what it is it's a hybrid of beer. It's part beer, part shandy, fruit based. They're like 4%. It's called Shred, and here you go. This is what they're putting out right there. Shred beer soda, 4.5 ABV. It's a 12-can variety pack. Lemon, orange, grapefruit, and lime ginger. All right. They've released these in Chico, California, and in Mills River, North Carolina. In the gift shops, tasting rooms, whatever.
Okay.
To go. So it's like the prototypes. They're doing it in-house first to see what happens, right?
Okay.
And that's what it is. So those of you tuning in, I'll post this. I'll post an article on this. Up on the Facebook page and the website as well. But Shred beer soda, The picture, if you want to see it, is at 1:49, 1 hour and 49 minutes. There you go. So anyway, it's not that.
I'm interested.
That bag. I hit the wrong one. There you go.
At least it wasn't like the last time you did that.
Anyway, so obviously they're going after a younger demographic, right? They want it to taste like a beer, drink like a soda, and have it be an on ramp.
No, they had it the other way. Drinks like a beer, tastes like a soda.
No, taste like a beer, drink like a soda.
Put it up again and read it. Tastes like a beer. Drinks like a beer.
Drinks like a beer, tastes like a soda. There you go. Okay, drinks like a beer, tastes like a soda. I knew I had it.
Meese can read.
Yeah, I know. I typed it backwards.
So dyslexic.
News can't type. Okay.
So drinks like a beer, tastes like a soda, and it's like a gateway to bring them into maybe other beers and make, get them to drink their other beers. So,
well, it's genius that they're doing lemon, lime, and grapefruit in there, because the grapefruit's going to hopefully lead them to IPAs.
Right. So we'll look at it. Right. So there's lemon, grapefruit. There you go. IPAs. Orange. That's IPAs too. I mean, there's some citrus. It's all citrus. Lime, ginger. It's probably the only outlier, but that's probably the one I would go with, to be honest with you.
I mean, it's probably something they're taking as a calculated risk, but it is a risk. I think they're going to get those flavors kick over.
It's a small release, so we'll see what they do. And Mike's back.
Mike is back. Yeah, and yes, he finished his Thai food.
Yeah.
Drinks like a beer, tastes like a soda, headache like Southern Comfort.
Gotta agree with him on that one.
I used to love some Southern Comfort back in the 90s. That was my drink. But
you know what I used to mix with Southern Comfort?
Lime?
Dr. Pepper. I'm not kidding.
I've heard Dr. Pepper with Southern Comfort. I've never did that. Yeah.
I called it a Dr. Comfort. It got me through a lot of college weekends. I think
I had a bad experience.
I
can't remember.
I had a bad experience with Southern Comfort at a Quiet Riot Black Sabbath concert in 1983.
That sounds like headache all around. Yeah,
that sounds like
it was bad. It was bad.
Show us something awesome.
Speaking of metal bands, Sal, one of the stories we covered this past weekend on the Midwest Beer Show. I don't know if you saw it or not, but obviously we all know Trooper.
Mm-hmm.
And we know Iron Maiden does Trooper.
Right. Yeah.
Iron Maiden is actually hiring a beer roadie for the States tour.
Really?
Oh,
so literally
a beer roadie.
You'll be in charge of all the beer, making sure the beer is stocked and enjoying, and I'm pretty sure partying with them. And they're going to pay you. You get paid for.
Cheers to that. That's genius.
Yeah. So that's going to be like you can go online and actually register for it, but it's going to be like taking place like in September or whatever. But I'm like, and there's some people that are looking for some stuff. They got time. They can get out of work. I mean, it'd be a cool experience. Like if you're a roadie for 3 or 4 weeks and you take some PTO to go travel the countryside with Iron Maiden or whatever it may be, it could be a opportunity for someone out there looking to do something.
I hear they're going to write a new song too. Instead of the number of the beast, it's malt, hops, water, and yeast.
They're going all in.
All in.
Yeah. But I think they're a Trooper. They probably got like 6 or 7 variants now of the Trooper that they put out. I mean, they're always coming out with different stuff. They got a rice version. They did at one point. I think they did a rice lager Trooper. I believe.
Interesting.
I believe they did at one point, and then they got some of the other stuff. But I think of all the musical acts or celebrity types that are on beers, I mean, they've got to be probably the most successful of them all.
Yeah.
Thus far. Yeah.
There you go. All right. Cool. All right. So I just wanted to bring that up. I think it's cool with Sierra Nevada. Is like I like the fact that they're experimenting with it and doing it in-house first and seeing if it has any legs and can get anywhere instead of just throwing it in everybody's face and seeing what happens. So they're doing it smart. I mean, they're right now. I mean, I guess really they're number 2, right? They've kind of overtaken Sam Adams as number 2 behind Yingling.
Yeah, I think they did move up this year. Yeah.
They don't do anything stupid there.
Yeah. Ken Grossman's a pretty smart guy.
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah. They planned and they moved officially on stuff that Yeah, I mean, a lot of times a lot of guys just want to do the beer, but Ken Grossman seems to be pretty good at, if it's not him, he's getting the right people in for the business.
He's got the right people.
When you got someone who knows beer and also a brewery that can make great beer and also knows the business, has that business acumen.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the recipe for beer.
So,
well, with you guys right there too, I didn't even think about this before. What are your guys' thought on Evil Genius bringing back 21st Amendment? Talking about going coast to coast.
You know what? I mean, it's amazing that Evil Genius picked up the brand. I'm really, I got to be honest. I'm not. I see it out there. I see that. Let's put it this way: Hell or High Watermelon is probably
one of the Cosman summer beers.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And it's out there, and that leads me to something else we're going to talk about in a minute before we get to our top threes. But whatchamacallit, it's out there, and it's the numbers that I've seen so far are pretty much spot on to the numbers that 21st Amendment has had the last several years. So, but I wonder what they're going to do with the rest of the line. Are they just in it for Hell or High Watermelon? I know they released.
They had the Brew Free or
Brewfear died. Yeah, they put Brewfear died Blood Orange out. They did.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. But are they going to put out like one of my favorite? It's not my top three, but it's one of my favorite. It's probably my top 10 Christmas ales, and Dave knows this. It's Fireside Chat.
Yep.
Amazing beer. I wonder if they're going to do that. No, well, I mean, time will tell. We'll find out like later this year. But
Yeah. Well, speaking of Christmas, there's been some tinkering taking place over at Anchor now.
Yep. There's movement. Finally, movement in the Chobani game.
Yogurt's
finally figured out the culture.
A little slow getting through the system.
Exactly. They finally changed the culture over there.
There we go. I was waiting for them. Why just set him up for that one?
Yeah.
Oh man. But look. Here's the thing. I'm not waiting. I'm not hanging on us getting Anchor Christmas anytime soon, right? This is going to be a local thing that they're going to do out in Frisco, and for at least for now, and see where it goes. Right? They're going to start small and expand from there. But we do have enough people out in the area that if they do release something, we can get it. Right. So,
heavy. Yeah,
exactly. So,
right.
So we'll take it from there. But I hope so. It's it's an amazing brand that should not have gone anywhere. That's one of the brands that should not have left. It was just a business decision by corporate automatons in an office that don't know beer, that just look at numbers and want to move on with everything else.
You look at Anchor, which probably should be studied as a type of business example, kind of like
a cautionary tale,
right? Yeah. A cautionary tale. You go out, like, how far do you push out? Because 70% of your sales are coming out of California. Do you really need to try to push out to the other coasts and other countries around? Because we saw this before when it happened with was it Tallgrass out of Kansas, where they kind of went under. They were trying to stretch out too far. It's kind of a situation where you got to stay where you're getting that pull, right? Everybody kind of wants to expand, and people will bring up like Yuengling. Yuengling's not in all 50 states. They're the oldest brewery in the country, but they're still
going to be in 3 years. They're going to be 200 years old.
Yeah,
and they're still
that's all
in every state.
Right? There's a business model you try to follow, you try to build up, and it's kind of like Anchor was one of those ones you enjoyed it, but then again, did you really look for it? Not usually. I think if it popped up around Christmas, you were like, "Oh, the Anchor Christmas ale."
Yeah, we always look for
you didn't go out of your way, and like when they had like the Foghorn and other stuff took place, that was fine and dandy. But at that time, you didn't have as much competition,
right?
So competition kind of pushed you back.
Right. I agree with you to a point, almost every single point, except when they did get to that expansion, it was warranted. People were buying it. Anchor Steam was really, really hot. What they failed to do after that is keep track of their numbers and realize we need to contract because we're not selling in all these other markets.
You're 100% right. As the level of craft breweries in other areas of the United States increased, they should have decreased their sales. Not pulled out, just not sent. Instead of sending 20 pallets to New Jersey, send 5 pallets to New Jersey.
Yeah, they needed to contract a little bit, actually quite a lot, and they just because when they did expand to the level that they were at. To your point, John, there were not as many breweries out there, and it was one of those great craft beers that we could get out of California, and the whole country went crazy for it, and it sold very, very well. And like you said, cautionary tale. They did not pay attention to their numbers. They didn't pay attention to their sales. They did not act fast enough to save the brewery. Then they get bought, and they get bought just for distribution.
They got bought for the distribution and brewing. No, they wanted to brew the beer in.
But for the distribution, but not for their own beer.
Yeah, Sapporo. Sapporo bought them.
Yeah.
And then Sapporo right away realized that they weren't going to be able to do what they wanted to do out of Anchor, so they bought Stone.
Yeah,
right.
And
no, we're good here. Fuck Anchor, goodbye. And they closed it. They didn't sell it, closed it. We're done. Goodbye. We don't need it.
They just shuttered.
All the day. So, but you're not wrong. Like a lot of those Christmas beers, like they should have pulled back. Maybe not so much with the Christmas. Maybe not dialing it back 25% to the Christmas.
Yeah.
Maybe dial it back 15%.
I mean, maybe you do the Christmas stuff. You have a limited or special distribution when you do the Christmas stuff because you only might sell in areas. But the other stuff you have out there, maybe not hit the market as much with stuff around the other spots, right?
No,
so
Anchor Steam
just know what works.
Selling out here.
Yeah.
People weren't.
I just had a conversation the other day too. Like not to change the subject from Anchor, but like I forget what the parent company was. The parent company that bought up all of the old brands, bought up Pabst, bought up Ballantine, bought up Schaefer, bought up Schlitz, bought up all of them.
Oh, that's
it's the same.
It's funny because we were talking about them the other day. I think that was
same company that was for. Well, it's the same company that was for Loco. It's the same company that was for Loco.
Wasn't it Molson Coors that did that?
Was it?
Because they
was.
I think it was. It was funny because we were talking on the last show because they're getting rid of Schlitz, but yet they're putting out the Pabst pickle beer.
They put up Pabst pickle beer, and I actually want to talk about pickle beers. Right? Like we'll talk about it in a second, really quick. I got one thing to ask you about pickle beers, but they put up the pickle beer, but they got rid of Schlitz. They killed Ballantine 2 years ago. They killed Ballantine.
Yes, they killed Ballantine. Right.
But here's the thing: if you remember when they first started rebranding, reissuing Ballantine out there, the first year they did it, they put out regular Ballantine out. They put out the IPA, which wasn't bad if you had it. I don't know if you did it right, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But they put out during Christmas that year, they put out the Burton Ale that Ballantine used to put out. And it was fantastic. I don't know what they did, but it was holy shit. This beer was really fucking good.
Yeah.
It was really
like they say, sun shines on a dog's ass.
Exactly. Right. Blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, so they did that. But to your point with the pickle beer, Pabst put out the pickle beer. From what I heard, I actually have a can of it downstairs in the fridge.
You got a can? Okay.
I haven't had it yet. But to me, like any pickle beers I've had, they've been sour ales, right?
Yeah,
right.
Martin House. Yep. I have a can of that too. I have them side by side. I'm going to have them next to each other. I'm going to have the pickle beer first. I'm going to have the Pabst first. But,
even Ketos' pickle beer was a sour.
Right. So all of them are. 3-3's just released Delicious. DILL delicious. Right.
I got you. Right.
They're all sour ales, right? But Pabst went just pickle flavored beer. It's not a sour.
It's not a Goza.
It's not a Goza. It's just a pickle flavored beer. So I'm interested in trying it, see what it's like. But to that note, all these flavored beers, I'd be remiss if I didn't bring this up, and I have it down here because I wanted to bring it up right now. Busch Light Apple.
Bapple. Okay. I haven't done Bapple yet. I
have a can of that downstairs too. I'll
do a Dapple, but maybe
you're doing Dapple, but not Bapple. Yeah.
Dapple is fucking fantastic.
But here's my thing. I don't care. Look, if you like, and Don Tess, Don Tess actually, the day they released it, he had a can of it and he did a video on it. I don't know if you saw it. He posted it on his Facebook. And I talked to him about that.
I usually only see his stuff from the spelling bee off the New York Times games. Yeah.
I talked to him about it at CBC, but
okay.
he poured it and he's like, He goes, hey, I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but he goes, if you like apple flavored chemicals and aspartame, this beer's for you.
Yeah.
Right. But
sign me up.
Right.
Yeah,
but
no.
look, I'm not going to drink it. You're not going to drink it. None of us are going to drink it. But here's my thing. This beer is such a cult following. Any store that gets 100 cases of it, they're gone in 2 days. 2 fucking days, 100 cases are gone. It's insane. And Bud will only brew this beer once a year. How stupid are these motherfuckers?
Well, here's
they
the
had
thing,
to close
though.
down in Jersey.
No. And I don't mean they should have it year round, because no, they're not going to do the numbers year round.
Right.
I get that. But brew it more than once a year. Brew it now, brew it in September, brew it, you know what I mean?
I mean, you keep the demand around if you know it's a limited time type thing, right? So you got the Bapple, now you got the Capple, because Keystone's got their apple.
Well, that's it. Keystone Light is
and now you're about to have Gapple.
Yeah,
because Garage Beer
is making an apple. That's probably going to come out around August and September. Garage Beer.
So it's kind of like, I see this as
now.
We
think
did the last show
Jason and Travis wanted it, or you think Taylor wanted the apple beer?
I got to think that I don't even know if Taylor drinks anything really, but.
She may not drink at all for all we know.
You can't drink beer and keep that figure. No,
I can see probably Jason more than Travis, because Jason does drink a lot of beer. I don't see Travis drinking as much as what Jason does, right? But I can see Jason where he may have had like one of the Capple or the Bapple, and kind of like, we should do apple.
We got to do this.
This could be an opportunity possibly, right? So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but. One of the people were watching, they asked us during the show that we did last, it was kind of like, is apple going to be like the new flavor that we thought? I'm like, I don't know if apple will be the new flavor out there, but we are getting people not amongst craft beer drinkers, no, but amongst just in the masses, Apple has started to draw attention. I was like, I can remember when a time when, and you guys know this, when apple was an off flavor, right? But now people want apple in the beer.
Apple was an off flavor. It was an off flavor.
And then it's like, and then I'm like, why are we making all this apple beer when we got ciders? Right. Ciders are literally apples.
Yeah.
so
this whole thing about like exclusivity and just releasing it once a year, it's like, you're not 6/6.
Yeah. And the cider people are like, what the hell? We've been doing apple stuff like since forever, right? Now they're like,
we did commercials where we beat people in the head with apples.
Yeah.
So what do you want from us?
Now, I would say one thing that Rhine Guys did years ago, which actually plays out well for them, they actually came up and it's called Cidergeist, but it's kind of like a hybrid between cider and beer.
Okay.
And however they pulled this off in their thing, I mean, it applies to both worlds. Those that like kind of just your American type lagers can enjoy this. Right. Those that like the ciders can enjoy this. And they got like some different flavors they done with it. That's definitely gotten the attention of folks. So they do that like all year round, and they gave them something to always have on tap for your non-beer drinkers mainly, right? So yeah, it can work. It's interesting to see all these people getting on board, but I don't know. It'll be interesting. Then someone said, well, can it be lemon maybe next? Well, I was thinking people love the summer shandy. I don't know why they love it as much as they do, but
I'm not a shandy person.
I'm just like, give me a lemonade at that point, which is actually probably less sweeter than the shandy itself.
Yep.
Because I feel like you're getting a sugar overdose, and Wilford Brimley's around the corner every time you have a line in Google. So,
diabetes.
So,
by the way, I just want to point out one thing. When Wilford Brimley was in Cocoon, he looked like
younger
he was
than
70. He was younger than the three of us are right now.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's kind of
crazy.
Thanks
for that,
right?
John.
Anytime.
Yeah. By the way, my second beer was the Mad Tree Galaxy High that I'm about to finish.
Oh, nice.
So, that's probably not a bad thing right there at all.
Yeah.
I want to point this out. If anybody out there wants a summer beer, and this leads me into my next thing I'm going to talk about, wants a summer beer and they're not keen on the lemon and the summer shandy and Leinenkugel's or any of that stuff or whatever. And by the way, I got a question for you on that. It just popped in my mind. I want to talk to you, both of you, about that in a minute. But this is actually pretty damn good. And Founders released this. We actually had Dylan on the show from Founders a couple months back. All day peach. There's no peach puree or peach juice or any.
It's just from the hops.
It's just from the hops. It's Laura hops strong peach. Yeah. This is actually a pretty damn good beer. So if you want that beer but fruit, go with this. This is actually pretty damn tasty. There's other ones too, I'm saying, but mass marketed ones. Go with this.
But you know I don't do Founders, right?
Explain.
The history of Founders.
Okay.
The lawsuits, the racial component,
shit,
all of that. Yeah. So I don't do Founders at all.
Well, there's another reason why I'm a little pissed off, and that's at the parent company, which is San Miguel right now.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What did they do?
They bought Avery as well.
Oh, they bought Avery, right? Yeah, they bought both of them, right?
So now Founders, they left Founders to do whatever they wanted to do, and every beer that Founders has ever brewed, Founders is still brewing. Okay. However, Avery, they've cut their beer back to like 8 or 10 SKUs, and that's it. Yep. The reason they bought Avery is because they wanted a place out west, and 90% or 80% of the tank space out in Avery and Boulder is to brew all day IPA. That's it. They didn't open a brewery, an extra production brewery. They just bought another brewery, killed all their brands, and they're brewing all day IPA. That's what pisses me off.
That's not cool.
No.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you sell for the big bucks. You're at the expense of whoever buys you at that point. So, cool hand Luke. You may not like it. I may not like it. But boss likes it. Whatever boss wants.
Boss gets. Boss gets. Right.
Right.
You're not wrong. Well, that's just
irrelevant.
And I actually talked to Dylan when we had him on. I talked to Dylan and I was like, look, you have to do me one favor. And I'll bring this up too. Quick aside, speaking of Philly, got this shirt when I was in Philly with Jess for the Brushy 10 mileage she runs every year. And while we were there, before we were going to dinner on the Saturday night, we went over to Barcade, which is in Center City. And I had a 2017, 2018 Planked, which is Avery's 16 or 17% rum barrel aged coconut stout. Imperial stout.
Yes.
Oh my God, this thing was. And I've said this before about many beers, but this is
the gold tinfoil one.
Oh my God, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
This is one of those beers where I wanted to crack open the glass and lick the inside of it when I was done with it. That's how good this beer is. So I told Dylan, I was like, ISO. So I told Dylan, I was like, you need to do me 2 favors. Or he goes, what? I go, you need to contact anybody out in Boulder at Avery, because he works for San Miguel, obviously, so he works for Avery too. I said, you need to do me 2 favors. Contact anybody out in Avery. You need to get me a case of Old Jubilation. I'm sure there's still some of it sitting around somewhere. I will pay for it. I don't need it for free. I'll pay for the damn thing. Okay.
I once got a case of Old Jubilation at one of my spots here that does some special closeouts. $12.99.
A case.
For a case. They didn't know. I'm like, you got a beer you can sit here and hold on to for a good amount of time, but they were marking it down because they didn't realize what they had. And who am I to correct them? This is your inventory. I'm like,
do you have any left? I'll buy a 6-pack.
No. This was a few years ago, but this place, I got that. I got like New Holland. What's the one with the bird on it? On there?
The Poet.
The Poet. I got that $12.99 a case. Cabin Fever, the brown ale, $12.99. I just love when I walk into stores and it's kind of like, we don't know what we're doing, so why don't you help us out? Yeah, okay, I'll help you out. Put it in the cart. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but you made me think of that. Like,
no, it's fantastic. And I told him, I go, you need to get me 2 bottles of Planked too. 2 bottles, not whatever. 2 bottles of Planked. All right, 4 bottles of Planked. Yeah, I said 2 bottles. 1 I want to share with whomever I'm going to share it with.
6
bottles. 8 bottles. I need 16 cases of Planked.
We're growing like the Brady Bunch right here.
There we go.
So, anyway.
Yeah, I miss the old beers from Avery. They they were doing some good things. I mean, their tin, the silver wrap, and the gold wrap. You just knew they were like a special type one.
Okay.
The Beast, I think I had the Beast was one of theirs.
Amazing.
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. And
The beers that they brewed, I can't believe.
the pumpkin, the pumpkin with the rum in the middle, like
rum.
and it was like the 18 like pumpkin. Yeah, that was with the rum
So
barrel
good.
aged.
So
Yeah.
good.
And I'm not a huge pumpkin type person, but that
beer is one of the.
That's an exception.
Yeah. It's
So-
like, where's the fire pit? I'm gonna go sit down right here.
Exactly. 100%.
Wake me Thursday.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you. So summer beers. We're not even. I can't even say it's June 9th. All right.
Not summer yet, but almost.
We are 12 days away from summer. Okay. And we're at the tail end of summer beers. Okay. But of the summer beers that were released this year, which have you had so far this year, if any, and which were your favorites?
What would you define for summer? I mean, I don't
Anything
look at
that's
beers as
anything that's a seasonal release from a brewery. Yeah.
I just grab it,
It
and go.
doesn't.
So I don't even know.
It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it doesn't have to say summer on it. But if it's a seasonal release around now, it's a summer beer. So.
Well, funny thing too about that, because I got a poll right now that I put up earlier today on my channel. Your favorite beer season: spring beer, summer beer, fall beer, winter beers. Over half are winter beers right now that are winning. So
Nice.
but summer is second.
I'm gonna share that on our Facebook page. So I don't want to reinvent the wheel. I'll share that poll. On ours.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I say summer, but it's more spring, I guess. Like, and I haven't done one this year, but usually I do. Like Bell's Oberon is usually one of the ones.
Oh yeah.
I get as the weather breaks. That's a nice one to actually have.
You know what sucks about that? Bell's makes so many fucking grilled delicious beers. All right, so many. So to this day, they still make beers, and they're owned by New Holland.
Yeah,
New Belgium now owns.
New Belgium now, right? Yeah.
But there are whatchamacallit. In New Jersey, we have 3 Bell's beers weekend. New Jersey, that's it.
Oh wow.
Two Hearted, Oberon Light.
Mm-hmm.
Not even Oberon.
Not even Oberon. Oberon Light and Amber. That's it.
Oh wow.
We'll get their winter ale every now and then.
So you don't get like the best brown.
We get Christmas in Christmas. That's the only other one.
Okay. Because like right now, like they put the best brown in our grocery store gets like the brown ale.
We don't get the brown ale. We don't get Kalamazoo Stout. We don't get Expedition Stout.
Yeah. You gotta go to New York for that.
So
I have a bottle of
no black note. No black note for you.
I have a bottle of Black Note. Right. I will have it later this year. I will have it.
Yeah. What I said. That's it.
I actually have a bottle of their old fashioned ale that they did. Like in probably 2013 or whatever. I had that. So I don't know how it's going to taste, but I have a bottle of it, so we'll find out.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah. So look, for me, I got to tell you, it's probably I'm not trying to be not that I come to a guy that I work for Sam Adams or Jim Cook or anything like that, but Sam Summer's pretty solid every year.
The summer ale.
Yeah.
I think that's solid. I enjoy that one. That's pretty solid.
Sam Summer, but I got to tell you, Allagash puts out tropical IPA every summer, and it's really, really good. An IPA from Allagash, it's really good. It's a really good IPA they put out, and they do a Maine blueberry ale too. Allagash does every summer, and it's not a collab with Maine Brewing. It's just a Maine blueberry ale.
Because they're in Maine.
Because they're in Maine.
Speaking of Sam Adams, here in Cincinnati, I told you guys I'm going to the tap room this weekend, but last time I went out there, they had a Grodzinski. It was done out there.
Oh, nice.
And that thing was, for those that don't know that are watching, Polish type lager, smoked. It was just like candy bacon and campfire when you had it. I was like, this is solid. And that's why I tell people, this is why you need to go to breweries, right? Because you couldn't get that beer. That's not a beer distributed or canned. You have to go to a brewery to be able to get this beer.
Not like that thing.
Yeah.
I have one of those right over here. So
yeah.
Where'd you get
But
that?
when you,
From you. Same place you got that one. Same time you got that one.
but it's like when you go to the breweries, you find out other stuff that is just like opens up a whole different world. It's
They
kind of
get
like,
released. Yeah.
yeah.
So, whatchamacallit? I want to throw this. Speaking about fines, I just had this sitting next to me. I just want to pull this out. This was a
Excuse
fine
me
for.
while I whip this out.
Excuse me while I whip this out. Excuse me while I whip this out. I love that movie so much.
What a phenomenal performance.
So,
Like Cleon. Cleon was amazing.
Yeah, I gotta tell you the one of the funniest jokes is Blazing Saddles will air on Channel 5 tonight. It's been edited for TV. It will air from 8 o'clock to 8:05.
Yeah. That's pretty much them just chasing the people at the end.
And it's just 5 minutes of the bean scene.
The bean scene.
You boys have had enough.
So a friend of mine had gone up to Cable Beverage up in was it Blauvelt, right? It's just north of Nanuet.
Yeah, it's
just south of New City or whatever, and found me a bottle of this. So I have this to have at some point. 2012 Monster Ale.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this is one of those places that if you've got the patience, you can dig through their shelves and find things that have been sitting there pre-prohibition, I think.
Oh yeah, no, Rod, this is a place when you walk up to a shelf, right? There's a bottle sitting in the front. Now I'm not talking about the bottles next to it, this way, that way. Just looking at one bottle. You move that bottle, behind it, there's a different bottle. Behind that, there's a different bottle. There's one of everything everywhere.
Last time I was there,
you need to look.
Oh, okay.
And the one thing you need to know about that is that's what I paid for it.
$9.99 for Magnum of 2019.
Yeah, I've done that before. I've actually drank one of those on one of my shows one time. I did the whole Magnum. Yeah.
Oh wow!
And that was still good. You know.
Yeah.
I have.
I've been training for a while. I'm a professional. I need a disclaimer in the bottom. Don't try this at home.
You're no wimp, huh, Rod?
You see where my finger is? See that gold top right there? Right there. This one right here.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I want to know where your other finger is.
He said the gold top, so would that be your gold finger?
Oh, okay.
Gold finger.
He's just a man.
Anyway. Anyway. That's a 2016 Magnum. So.
Oh, nice.
Anchor, yeah. So that's 10 years old this year. I need to crack it this year. So I need
Yeah, you probably want to get on that.
I do. Anyway,
and don't pour half of it, you wimp.
No, I'm not gonna drink that myself. So the two of you will come over and we'll have it.
Yeah. I do.
Rob, come in, see your mom. Drive up to me. Dave will come down.
I'm trying to be back up to Jersey in August for her birthday, so I'll have to let you guys know when I come up.
Let me know. We'll go over.
August is the perfect time to drink Christmas ales.
Yeah. Christmas in August, you know.
Down.
Christmas in August.
But get this, it's June 9th, so we probably got about 4, if we're lucky, maybe 5 weeks before the pumpkin beers start hitting the shelves.
Well, that's just it. We're 4 or 5 weeks away from fall beers.
Yeah.
We need that meme of Ned from Game of Thrones. Brace yourselves. Pumpkins are coming.
Yeah. When one gets out first, pumpkin or Oktoberfest? Because they've been in a battle lately the last couple of years. So.
Yeah, I mean, this year I'm going to go with they're going to tie.
Yeah.
The same week, within a week. Within
a week or so, you'll start seeing them popping up. Yeah. So. Which, I mean, if they did Mersons all year round, I'd be a fan of it. I'm not going to lie.
They do Mersons in April and May, and they call them Maybachs. So I mean,
that's there too. Well, not too much on south. We just had a festival out here where it was like a Maybach festival too. So
did they race goats?
No, for the regular Bach festival, they do bring the goats. It's like part of the parade and all kinds of stuff, though, too.
Weyerbacher would always have a Bach fest, and they'd race the goats. Every year, a 3-legged goat would win it.
Really?
And I think it was Weyerbacher's, or maybe Weyerbacher didn't run it, but it was Weyerbacher's goat.
And you mentioned that we went to Louisville last year and went to the Bach fest down there, and they did have goat racing.
Nice.
They didn't have it in Cincinnati, but they did have it down there for that.
So we have whatchamacallit, I was going to say, you talked about Sam Adams before, and then we'll get to the top threes. We talked about Sam Adams before. My favorite Sam Adams beer is the Scotch Ale they did. The Macallan Barrel aged Scotch Ale was stupid. That's my number one. But and I'm not even including Utopias because that's just a stupid beer.
Not a beer.
That's not even beer. That's
There's cinnamon roll Bach is.
Oh yeah, but my Bach wise, my favorite Bach that Sam Adams does is double Bach, right?
Okay.
All right, it's not a Doppelbock. I mean, it is a Doppelbock, right? It's double Bock, but it's not your standard Doppelbock like I've been drinking for the last 20 minutes, right? It's a double, accentuated levels of everything in a regular Bock, in a single Bock. It's just fantastic. It's so good. But my second favorite Bock, and Dave should agree with this, is Cinder Bock.
Cinder Bock was fantastic.
Mm.
A smoked Bock.
Mm-hmm.
It does sound fantastic.
It was good.
So you mentioned top threes.
Top threes. Our top three list tonight. Tonight is your night.
Wasn't that Make It Reuniti tonight? Or was that the old thing with Reuniti?
Reuniti was one of them.
Reuniti and Nice on Ice.
It's actually one of my favorite old school beer commercials. It's like, so tonight, let it be low and brow.
Low and brow, yeah.
There you go. Here's to good friends. Tonight is kind of special. There you go.
It's like Reuniti was on ice.
Reuniti on ice.
That's nice. Which was kind of interesting with the wine on ice, but
if you've got to put your wine on ice, you're doing something wrong.
All you need to do is just chill it, and then you don't need to put it on ice. There you go.
You're doing something wrong. Just saying. Like if you've got to put a lime in your beer, make better beer.
Yeah, it was something growing up back then when we had like little commercials where they had like the little jingles for stuff, Michelob and all of that back in the day, like.
Now it's
they don't have them anymore.
My beer is Rheingold, the dry beer. Try Rheingold wherever you buy beer. It's not bitter, not sweet. It's the extra dry treat. Won't you try extra dry Rheingold beer? There
you go. All righty.
That predates me, but that's besides the point.
It predates me, and I predate you.
Predates, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
predates the
he kind of said him. He didn't say Dave at first. I was kind of seeing where he was going with that. Like, since Dave was a little older than us, when we were in preschool or kindergarten, he was in what, 8th grade? You said?
No. That was both.
Love it.
We don't know if that jingle predates Book though.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it doesn't predate Book because I think it was in the 60s. It was in the probably 65, 66. So,
so it doesn't.
It's right before us, and not too far, right before the three of us. So
it doesn't predate Book.
It doesn't predate Book. So anyway, all right, top three list tonight. Our top three list because we got the NBA Finals going on. We got, as pre-mentioned before, a lot that we were talking about. We got the Stanley Cup Finals going on. We got the World Cup coming up starting this weekend. We got forget about driving around.
I live 10 minutes from the stadium.
Have fun. Exactly. So enjoy.
Are you going to the game? You going to the? Okay.
No.
Yeah,
I can't afford that.
So with everything going on, our top three list tonight is top three favorite moments in sports history. It could be any sport. Doesn't matter. Not just the main four or whatever. Anything. Olympics, World Cup, whatever. Top three favorite moments in sports history. Rod, please start us out.
That's a tough one because I'm actually not as much now as I used to be, but a pretty big sports junkie. So you mentioned that before. I was kind of like running things through my head, which this weekend is also College World Series.
Sure.
WVU in their first ever super regional. So that could be huge. And so the country's starting to fall in love. They showed them singing Country Roads on nightly news, and the fans, people are jumping on the bus. Like, the bus is open, so jump on. Root for Mountaineers for this weekend. So I think we played Troy starting out. But, I kind of went through different stuff, and it's like the top three sports moments, right? So it could be a sports moment that happened on the field or maybe off the field, but dealing with the sports athlete, I guess, maybe from what I was kind of – and it's like, where do you go with that? There's things like – the women's World Cup team with Mia Hamm and Brandy Chastain back in the day, which was huge for women's soccer. You have
It was huge for sports bras too.
yeah, and
Thank you, Brandy.
yeah. The rise was just happened just this weekend with Serena coming back. So between Serena and Venus Williams, what they did in the world of tennis going through and the dominance they had,
it was very, very, very dominant. Absolutely.
You had things like the first 99-yard run was Tony Dorsett against the Vikings on Monday night when he had 10 people. And it was like everybody was captivated when it happened and stuff. And they're like, they only had 10 people on the field, and it was just like this thing. You have Simone Biles, 2024 Olympic team domination.
Sure.
Crazy. And then you have Phelps, what he did on the Olympics, right? Like, so a lot of sports stuff. Ali Frazier. The emergence of Mike Tyson, the run that he actually had.
Every fight lasted about 15 seconds.
LT winning the MVP for the NFL, which was never seen by a linebacker to win that, right? So that defined other positions. So I went through some different stuff. Kirk Gibson, home run in 88 series, right? Like,
we don't talk about that.
Shut up. Stop. That didn't happen.
Will Chamberlain, 100-point game, but I think went through the Dream Team, 92 Dream Team. 11 of the 12 already Hall of Famers. Only one not there is Leitner right now, right? So it's tough. Name it and a guarantee,
While
we're
pantyhose and
yeah. But I think, I was kind of looking through some stuff. As far as for me, like kind of would characterize, well, one, even though I wasn't born yet, but knowing sports and knowing history, you got to have Jackie Robinson breaking the color barrier, right? Yeah. Jackie Robinson bringing it, opening up, being the first one to open up the league there and what he actually did. And I can't remember the name of the commissioner, though, too. I was actually watching the Jackie Robinson movie the other day, as a matter of fact, but Harrison Ford played him in the movie. And it's just like, how is that not one of the huge sports moments that we've had? And then I had Magic Johnson and his HIV announcement. Because literally when he had that announcement, I remember that day is still as clear as being in, like, everything stopped. And everybody, like, nobody was going to classes. We were all in the student union, had a big TV. Everybody's just the TV, and it just, like, changed it. But then his coming out with that opened up so much more that now that people are able to benefit from all the money that was put into the HIV research, right? That kind of led to it and kind of built that off. And then the other one, and I had other ones.
Answer your previous question. Happy Chandler.
Okay, excellent. That was the commissioner, that worked with Jackie there.
As opposed to
Unhappy Chandler.
Sad Joey.
Yeah.
Or Chandler Bing.
So both of those were, like, to me, huge. You had Hank Aaron breaking Babe Ruth's record, which, again, I wasn't as in baseball as much. I was a Barry Bonds fan, but it didn't feel the same like Barry Bonds breaking Hank Aaron as it did with Hank Aaron breaking, and just the craziness of it all. And the guy running onto the field as Hank's trying to go around third base, like, who the hell is this guy or whatever? Just get out of my way so I can touch the plate type thing. It was just a whole big thing that took place there. That last one is just tough. I mean, Oscar Robertson, the triple-double season he had back in the day. Pete Rose becoming the hit king.
The actual real Big O. Not this other thing that
Pete Rose becoming the hit king. That was huge. The 1980 USA hockey team. I mean, Miracle on Ice. That would happen there. But I think my third one, after mentioning all that good stuff, it had to be just the imagery and the magic of the moment when Tiger Woods hit that shot on the green, and the ball was rolling, and it stopped on the Nike logo, and then it fell in the hole, and the crowd went wild. And really, from that point on, I mean, golf was already
that was Augusta.
Yeah,
right?
Augusta, the Masters, and golf was already having that momentum behind them doing stuff before, but that just pushed golf to the next level. After that, then you start having the Bubba Watsons and all these other guys. Garcia starts playing back. All these other guys. It's just like it opened a whole new door. But it was just everybody was so captivated looking at this little golf ball, and it just like and it just stopped there. And you had the Nike check mark, and it was just like watching Caddyshack. And then all of a sudden, it just rolls over.
Everything exploded.
And everybody still keeps focused on that ball, and then it goes in. I mean, if you look at a way to like pull a curtain on some type of script, how do you beat that moment for that? It was just incredible when it happened. But there's a lot of other great stuff that was out there as well. I was looking at the catch. I was a big Cowboys fan, so I was a big Everson Walls fan back in the day. Joe Montana.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one.
I was listening. I'm going to tell you right now.
I thought about David Tyree too on the catch, but that was a different.
No,
catch.
not that catch. No, different one for the Mets.
Oh,
over the shoulder.
Yeah. But
I was a big Everson Walls fan in 1990. I was
when he came over to the Giants, yeah.
The Giants, right?
that and it became an image. It was like posters. It was like a time frozen. Even now, when they show clips, like the NFL promo, you'll see that in there. And he throws that, and Dwight Clark is there, and Everson's behind. And it was just like it froze in time. And that was like the first, to me, that was like the first big catch time moment. Now, obviously, back in the 70s, you had stuff with Lynn Swann and the Steelers and other teams like that. But it was just
the immaculate reception,
right? But this was just like frozen in time, and then Joe Montana became the household name. Winning these Super Bowls and being just like the golden boy, and it was just like it was just one of those things.
My favorite Joe Montana moment, and I love Joe Montana. I do. I respect the man. My favorite Joe Montana moment is when Leonard Marshall laid him out in 1990s.
Oh, wow.
Made him see his ancestors. Yeah.
But I thought about that David Tyree, the catch, that was huge.
And then gets cut in the offseason.
Yeah. Well, and Plaxico had to catch in the Super Bowl, and he shoots himself in the leg or whatever. So,
yeah, exactly. That is the epitome of shooting himself.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest with you,
and he even missed his goddamn foot.
Yeah.
Look, Dave will agree with me. If that doesn't happen, the Giants win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Because you couldn't cover Plax.
The Giants would have roller skated past the season.
Yeah. So I mean, sports is such a incredible thing in itself. Everybody was like, the whole political type stuff. It's kind of like everybody's like, sports is one of the most political type things out. It's just like people are there. People were kind of you go back to when Jackie Robinson came in. Everybody was had to segregate how they kind of do stuff, and then over the years, as people came together and laws were broken down, people were together doing stuff. It just becomes a great melting pot of different things. You have people from old to young to male to female to all different types of things that actually bond over it. I mean, sports is just great in that regard. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then, hold on, I gotta right here. And you're talking about breaking color barriers and everything else. I took this out, and we talked about Cleveland before, right? Talk about a local Jersey guy. There you go, Larry Doby, right there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So he was the American. He was number 2, right? He was the American League. He was the American League Jackie Robinson, right there.
And you could put, you guys may have, but Magic and Bird, what they brought in the 80s to the 90s.
What they did in the 80s,
they saved the NBA, and then a kid named Jordan walked through the door, So, which was interesting. There's a story that Magic always tells, and where he's like, they were on the bus or whatever, and him and Larry were there. Jordan gets on or whatever, and Jordan says something to him, like, salutation type thing or whatever like that, and pretty much let him know this is my league now or whatever. Like he tells it, it's just the way only Magic Johnson can tell it, but it's just like I knew, like, yeah, he's good. He's good.
I gotta be honest with you. I just wish Magic Johnson would stop spending the money the way he's spending it right now on his baseball team.
Well, that's not his money. That's his That's his investors' money. So he can always spend other people's money. No problem.
That's true.
But he's got like 18 titles now between the different sports he's been a part of and stuff. So he's
yeah. Let's just hope that now that he owns the the Commanders, the Washington Commanders. That he doesn't.
I don't know if he has enough magic in his bag for that team. I know Jaden's shown some signs, but I don't know. But, speaking of championships, that's another one. Bill Russell. How do you discount the success and what he did 10 championship player, one as a coach, and just running right through. And, it's a lot of good stuff. That had me thinking. That would have me thinking.
Apparently.
All right. Samurai, what are your top 3?
Mine are more
or 17.
No,
I was just giving you the process to whittle down. That's all. It wasn't easy.
Well, after Rod J's like 39, I'm going to keep it to 3. But mine are more not so much in just the historical value of these, but more just what they kind of meant to me at the time. My number 3, two of them, actually, probably my daughter involved in 2 of them. My number 3, and it's not because of the moment of Lundqvist being named Vezina. That was cool in itself. It's that when my daughter was a little kid and I'd watch hockey, she'd hear the chants of Henrique, and she'd chant along with him.
Mm-hmm.
But she'd always ended up with, I love Henrique. And so when he won the Vezina, I called her out of her room, like, come here, Henrique's winning a trophy. And she comes out, looks, because now, he's in a suit and tie. She goes, that's not Henrique. She'd never seen him out of his mask and goalie gear before. So to me, that was a special moment. That was awesome. But then it leads into, and I'm going to stick with hockey here, and you brought it up earlier, was the Miracle on Ice.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching it. I remember when Eruzione got the go-ahead goal. There was about 10 minutes left on the clock, and it was like the longest 10 minutes of everybody's life right there. And the best thing is, the daughter comes up for spring break every year, and one year we went up to Lake Placid, and we went to. First thing I did was in the Airbnb, I had her watch Miracle, and then we went to the museum. She got to see the goalie gear, the trophies, and all that. And then when we're done, I walked her over to the arena. We went through these double doors, and she's like, this is where that happened? I said, this is where it happened. She goes, I expected it to be bigger. Everyone has the same reaction. Yeah. It's such a small little arena. And I'm sticking with hockey for my number 1, actually. 94 when the Rangers win the Cup.
Yeah, that was a big celebration when that happened. Yeah.
There was one sign.
Was that Messier on there then, or
that was Mess.
Yeah.
That was Mess. And it was such we were down 3-2. Mess guarantees a winning game 6. He scores a hat trick in that game. And then it goes to game 7, and in game 7, they're up by 1 goal. There's 3 seconds left on the clock. The face-off is in our zone, and the Ranger fans still don't believe we're going to win the game because it had been so long, so painful. And one guy in the stands had the sign that summed it up for all Ranger fans: "I can finally die in peace."
Yeah.
That was a moment. I was just stunned. I mean, I think I dropped to my knees.
Yeah.
I just dropped to my knees and just unbelief, in complete disbelief. Like, what the hell?
And a week later, the Knicks choked in the.
And the thing is, I'd gone to a.
Let's hope that doesn't happen this year.
I'd gone to the Mets game, a Mets game during that, and it was such a wonderful atmosphere because on the way in and even in the stadium, half the people will chant, "Let's go Rangers," and they're answered with, "Let's go Knicks." And it would just bounce back and forth throughout the game. And I felt sorry for the Mets because they're probably thinking, he came to watch us. What the hell? It's like, put a better product on the field.
Yeah. Knicks ran into the Rockets, and They figure we got a year where Jordan's not here anymore. We can probably win one, and just didn't happen.
Yep, they did.
Yeah,
Yep.
I had a pair of Ewins back in the day too, so I was hoping they would pull one out.
Yeah, you and me both.
On to you, Johnny.
All right, I have an honorable mention, but I'll mention it afterwards. It's kind of tongue in cheek. My number 3, they're all personal to me. Everything that Rob was talking about before, 100%. There's nothing that he said that wasn't spot on.
Absolutely, you can't disagree with anything that came out of his mouth.
Nothing. But my number 3.
Can you tell my wife that, by the way, Dave? Just saying.
No. Except for the Gibson home run. Sorry, there was one.
Yeah, Kirk Gibson. Yeah, that was the only one that I disagreed.
Yeah, we'll edit that out. It's okay.
There was, I mean, as the Dodgers were good, but the Mets should have blown away that World
They
Series.
should have, but it was just that moment, though. Like, the guy couldn't even really run there. If it would have been on the ground, he couldn't run there first.
It wasn't even the World Series. It was the NFC champion. It was the
Wait a minute.
championship.
When he hit the home run, wasn't it against the 8? I thought it was a game 7 against the. Okay, all right. So that was going to the series. I just remember the home run and him doing the arm thing and just like,
I don't want to.
that was knocking the Mets out and then going to the World Series.
I didn't even think about the kick 6, dude. That was a huge thing with Auburn, Alabama.
Oh God!
Yeah. All right. So mine are. So I'll start my number. My number 3 is Dave's number 1. So Tuesday, June 14th, 1994, the Rangers beat the Canucks in Game 7, 3-2 at MSG to win their first Cup in 54 years.
And they haven't won since.
And by the way, it's been 32 since then.
But they're just getting warmed up then.
Another.
They're building up a head team.
So that means it's another 22 years before we win another Cup, right? Yeah.
It's like Yingling, just moving slowly across.
Slowly, right? Yeah. My number 2, Sunday, January 25th, 1987. The Giants beat the Broncos in Super Bowl 21 to win their first Super Bowl, 39-20. There you go. All right. They just destroyed their way. I mean, 14-2 in the regular season. They beat San Francisco 49-3 in the divisional game. They beat the Redskins 17-0 in the championship game, which I was supposed to go to, but I was stuck in a snowstorm in Syracuse.
Wow.
That's an easy thing to do any time of the year.
Yeah, so it sucked. I didn't get to go to the game. I listened to it on the radio, stuck on Route 81 above Binghamton. Listening to it.
And that's when my alum had to come in as a quarterback for you guys, Jeff Hostetler.
Yeah.
Well, no, that was 4 years.
Oh, was that another one? Okay.
87 was all Phil Simms. He was the MVP of the Super Bowl. He still holds for that Super Bowl. He still holds the Super Bowl record for pass completion percentage.
Yeah.
He was 22 of 25 for it was 88% completion.
He could, he was,
39-20. They just destroyed him. It was a great game, great season, great everything. 86 was great. 86 season, 87 Super Bowl was great. And my number 1, Monday night, October 27th, 1986. The Mets won the World Series. Jesse Roscoe strikes out the final batter, throws his mitt up in the air.
Came down.
Game 7, the Mets win. The Mets beat the Red Sox 8-5 in Game 7 to win the World Series. But the reason that this notches out, I mean, they would have been tied, Giants and the Mets, right? But obviously this is within 3 months of each other, both of these championships, right? But the fact is, I didn't watch that game. I listened to that game on a small little transistor radio because I was at the Giants Monday night football game against the Redskins when the Giants beat the Redskins 27-20 on their way to their 14-2 season to win the Super Bowl. And they stopped play on the field, not for a commercial, not for a commercial timeout. They literally stopped play on the field to announce that the Mets were the World Series champs. And back then, teams didn't travel with fans, right? You go to a Giants game now, half the damn stadium is the away team's fans, right? Back then, it was all Giants fans, right? So Giants fans were either Yankees fans or Mets fans. So the entire stadium erupted because if you're a Mets fan, your team just won the World Series. If you're a Yankees fan, the Red Sox just lost the World Series.
Yeah.
So, That was great. So that's my number one. And my tongue-in-cheek honorable mention is Saturday, January 17th this year, 2026. The Giants signed John Harbaugh as their new head
And he's
coach.
slowly but surely injuring everybody on the team with his practices.
So,
Yes.
yeah, well, we'll see what happens with
Yeah.
that. They're all minor injuries, and we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, there you go. Those are my top three. There you go.
No, there's some good stuff there for sure.
Yeah.
But you guys had more of the personal type thing that hit you there too, which is interesting. So, which is all good.
Yeah.
If I had,
Well, it are my top three favorite
Yeah.
moments in
well,
sports.
you threw history in there, and that threw it kind of off. In our personal history per se,
Yeah.
because there was also one in '86. I was at the Orange Bowl with my grandfather watching the Sooners beat Penn State for the national championship, and that was pretty special.
Yeah.
There you go.
It was special. The best part is there was a bunch of Hurricanes fans in the stadium with their little TVs.
Yeah.
Because they thought that if Penn State beat Oklahoma by just a little bit and they won the Sugar Bowl, that they'd get the national championship. Yeah, they lost the Sugar Bowl right around halftime. A quarter of the stadium empty when the Hurricane fans all left.
Yeah.
There you go. Amazing. All right. All right. This was a great show. It's always fantastic when you come
Absolutely.
on.
You guys always are a great show.
3 hours.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Can't ever. If it were up to me, I would do a show with the three of us every week. Seriously.
Yep.
Fantastic, and we should figure out a time to come on your show.
Yeah,
again.
we did. Yeah, that would be good.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know.
that would be good. But we'll talk about that after the show.
We'll do it. We'll do an all bombers show.
Oh, pop! Yeah.
So it would be a Friday night show. Yeah. So I'm not going to feel like Saturday or Friday going to work in the morning. Probably that was the case. Yeah.
Do you ever feel like going to work on a Friday? Ever?
Not really, but I get to work from home, so it's not as bad. So I get to work from the house. So
You just roll down the stairs.
it's much easier having a 30-foot commute plus than getting in the car and having to drive.
Well,
somewhere.
To be completely honest with you, Thursday night would be better for me than Friday night anyway, because on Friday mornings I don't have to wake up early. On Saturday mornings I got to wake up.
Oh,
at
that's
6
early. Yeah.
When I work from home, you know what my commute is, Rod?
Right there.
That's my commute.
10 feet.
If.
Yeah. All right. So stick around, Rob. We'll talk to you for 1 second. We'll talk to you after the show. 1 second. On that note, though, we will wrap up the show for today. We want to thank everybody for watching, and for those of you just listening to the audio podcast, thank you for listening. Don't forget to visit our website, www.logroom.com. That's LAGERROOM.com. And please remember, like us and follow us on all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course our YouTube channel. All of them are at The Log Room. Remember, we go live with the video podcast on Facebook, YouTube, X, and Twitch every Tuesday night around 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And for those of you who just want to listen to the audio podcast, you can do so on our audio host Spreaker, as well as iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Odyssey, Audible, Pandora, Amazon Music, iTunes Music, YouTube Music, TuneIn, Podcast Addict, Castbox, Deezer, Podchaser, Listen Notes. Pretty much anywhere you can find audio podcasts, you will find the Log Room Guys Craft Beer Podcast. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to one or more of those feeds, and you will never miss a show. Again, thanks for following along with us. Have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend. Rod, thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate it. Every time you come on, it's fantastic.
Always.
We love it. Absolutely. By the way, I'd be remiss if I didn't say Brian's last beer of the night is his
Very
Belgian
nice.
Saison.
He went to 4.
He went to 4?
Because he's no wimp.
Yeah. He isn't. There you go. Anyway, have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will talk to you next week, folks. Take care.
Cheers.
Ciao, ciao.